Gaga! Ah-ooh-ah! Gaga! Ah-ooh-ah! I think it's because I updated OBS yesterday, so because it disconnected my speakers as well. All right, well, I didn't say anything interesting. Hello. Oh, hi. There he is. I was wondering where he is. Hi. Hello, little man. Hi. Hello. Hi, buddy. He's so little, dude. He's so cute and little. Hi. That's your new favorite spot? Lately, he's been climbing into my hamper and laying in my hamper because he's small enough to fit. Hello. Hello. He's just so small. It's so crazy. And he's gonna be 1. We adopted him in July. So we have not had him for a year yet. But he will be 1 April 11th. And he's still so little. He's just gonna stay little forever. He's just a little guy, you know? Isn't it so cute? He's so wonderful and perfect. I got 2 amazing dogs that are just perfect for me. And have such little fucking personalities of their own. It's so funny. You gonna leave? No, you're gonna lay on my suitcase? What is that? Spit it out. Let me actually go get his blanket that he likes. He booked it, dude. Is that not the cutest thing in the world? How quickly he ran over to his blankie. He loves it. Yeah, he likes laying on my suitcase on the blanket, so he's like a little bit elevated. But sometimes he crawls up my pile of crap and crawls into the hamper full of clothes. He's just the cutest thing. I love him. I love him so much. Light, thank you for the 49-month resub. I did my first full odd shiny hunt and I got shiny Charmander and Fire Red. It feels so exciting. I'm gonna name them Grease Fire. I like that name. That's very good. Congratulations. That's such a good hunt. I would love to do the Gen 3 starters someday. Like the Gen 3 Kanto. I'd love to do... I did Trico in Ruby Sapphire. And I'd love to do the other ones as well. I think after I do my X and Y badge quest, I want to do Oras. Because of hordes. And maybe I'll do like a mod that makes the Pokedex more interesting. Gives me all the post-game options earlier. Oh, there he goes. He's going this way. I think I'm finally going to clean my office more. Oh, there he goes. He's climbing in. He's looking at me like, I'm gonna do it. I hope you know that. Oh, he wants my underwear. Got it. No. 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 You little fucking pervert. Oh, he's got a sock. Okay. He doesn't destroy when he plays with things, so I kind of don't care when he's like chewing on a sock. Ruby will pull the strings out and eat it. But like Soda just like loves to hold it in his mouth.
Is Mel at the stream?
No. Oh. Mel's not here. At least as far as I know. Maybe they're lurking.
Mel?
Mel! Mel! Don't let me go, Mel! Mel! Hi, VOD Mel.
I was gonna say congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Mel got their license. Very exciting. They can finally visit us more impromptu. Because usually we have to drive all the way out there to get them and then drive back. But then they could just drive. It's a one-way trip this time. It's not a 3-hour ordeal. Which we don't mind. Because he drives. And I just sit there. But...
Were you gonna answer Alex?
Oh, sorry, I was talking to Soda first, talking about Soda. When's the last time you felt the beast inside? Longer than you'd expect. They, them on the road. Look out. Beep, beep. Hello, Huntober. Hello, Mandom. Hello, Antonio. Love the vinyl. Oh, yeah. It fell off the wall. Even though it was perched on nails and sticky tacked.
What's his name behind her?
Ice Cube?
Yeah. Is that my Deoxys?
Yeah, the dogs were running in here with it a few weeks ago, and I just took it from them, put it somewhere they can't reach. But he looks good up there. He's just sitting on top of my RuPaul Monster High doll. Why did you do that?
I shook my head.
Oh.
I have long hair.
He does have long hair. I haven't cut it in a few weeks.
I'm not showered.
I love it. Like,
Look, that's my hairline, in case y'all were wondering.
so, like, it looks good. I don't understand.
Well, my hair was parting here.
Oh.
So I was giving them showing them. In case they were wondering.
Kinda shady. Gaga didn't get you in Club Mayhem. Like, OMG, what's the beef? Okay.
The beef is she told him to pick up an instrument and he didn't.
She came to me in a dream, and she told me to pick up an instrument. And I did buy a MIDI keyboard, but I never used it. That's embarrassing. When I found out that the Gaga Little Monster press conference was to her top Spotify listeners, I know that I'm in it. I know I'm in there. Especially after I got Disease to be my #2 streamed song last year in four weeks of tracking for Spotify Wrapped. So I looked in my email, but I didn't get an email invite. Maybe because I'm not in New York, because I think it was in New York. But I was like, I think I would much rather have found out that I did not get invited than to look into my inbox and see that I missed an email saying I could have been there for that press conference. You picked it up exactly once. I did. And I downloaded Earthbound sound font, and I tried to make an Earthbound song, but I have zero knowledge of music whatsoever, so it was a little difficult. And then I quit because it was hard. Light, thank you for the streak. Thank you. Hello, Sherbert. Hello, Danny. Hello, Rancher Lex, Snappin', Damien, Shrub Crossing. Hello, Toadley. Midnight and Beyond, Damien. Hi, Buff. I've not been feeling buff lately. I haven't gone to the gym in like 2, maybe 3 weeks because I've been just really busy lately. So I have worked out a little bit at home, but I don't get a good workout at home. I need to like be in the location. I can't like get myself in the headspace. So I haven't really had like an amazing workout. And then my shoulder, I have a really problematic rotator cuff. And for the last like 3 years or so, I injured it at the gym doing some machine that I wish I hadn't done. And I wasn't even using heavy weights. It was like just like the way that machine like forced my arm to move. It just fucked me up. And I've been dealing with like problems with it ever since. And they come and go. And I've actually been pretty good for like a year with it, because I've been very careful about like what exercises I do and like stretching it properly and everything. I don't understand why my alerts keep doing that. What is that? Why do they keep playing twice? I don't understand. Cliff Abel, thank you for the 38 months. Because that's a recent thing that has been doing that. Anyway, but at night, Soda sleeps right here, and I sleep like this. And my arm bending this way and like sleeping on it. One night of doing it that way, I've been fucked for like 5 days. And it's been better yesterday and today. But like if I like go to reach for something, sometimes it fucks up. If I like go to pull the blanket up when we go to bed, if I like put myself in bed, I'm holding myself up with this arm, but then I like grab to pull the blanket up. That hurts sometimes. So it's been very frustrating. So I've been like nervous to go to the gym about that. And then I've just been busy, and like it's been so bad. Our sleep schedule's been so fucked up lately. It's those damn blackout curtains. I can't have them pulled anymore at bedtime because I end up sleeping all day. It sucks. So Yeah, we slept until 3:30 p.m. today. And I'm not happy about it. And it's only been like maybe like 3 weeks or so that we've been having this horrible sleep schedule. And like it sucks because I do work at night into the late hours of the evening. Like I usually work until like 1 or 2 a.m. So like I have to like figure out a way to like get my sleep schedule back to normal because I don't like it. Like it's making me depressed, sleeping the entire day away. Thank God daylight savings. I get an extra hour of sunlight because before I was waking up, I'd see the sun for an hour and then it would be dark. So it's really bad. But yeah, it's been kind of really fucking with my self-esteem lately. I've been like noticing myself. I think unfortunately, like as much as like working out really has helped me learn like love myself and love like my body and my appearance and everything like that. Like I also tie a lot of my self-worth to it. I've noticed. So when I don't work out, I start to feel like ugly and unattractive and I get very like I feel those like intrusive thoughts start to creep their way back in. So oh well. So I think new week, new me. Next week we're gonna get back into the swing of things. I'd love to go to the gym tomorrow, but I don't know how that's gonna work. I hate going on the weekends. It's always so crowded. But anyway. Yeah, hello. Shrub Crossing, Alan, Umbra, Damien, Alex, Orange Shy Guy. Big hug. Oh, thank you. Thank you, girly. Thank you. Topher, Rattan, Maddie. Toadley, thank you for the 57-month resub. Pylite, 39-month resub. Maddie, 120 stream streak, thank you. Jargon, 71-month resub. Marble Sky, hello. MetaJ. Hello, everybody. You can't lose your dominant arm. My dominant arm is actually my right arm, so this side. This is my less dominant one, and it's annoying because, like, my shoulder problems, my aunt struggles with this, my uncle struggles with this, and both of them have had surgery. And I'm like, no! It couldn't wait till I was in my 40s like it did for them. Like, how come it now? It's annoying. So, I'm hoping that I can, like, strengthen it and not have to go a surgical option. Thankfully, again, like, yesterday and today, it has been better because I've been really careful about, like, resting it. But, yeah. It's true. It's because I wanted to be a muscle bear, exactly. Exactly. Do you have a fear of surgeries? Not at all. I can't afford it. I have a fear of the price. I don't care about needles. I don't care about any of that shit. It does not bother me. I'm afraid of the price. I can't afford it. I cannot afford that. So, America! Woo! America! Woo! Speaking of money, I was looking at Coachella tickets today because I want to be there for Gaga's show so bad. But I can't justify that. I can't justify that. It's like $700 something. And like, I just can't. Dallas wouldn't even want to go with me. He doesn't even want to go with me. He's like, I'm not going to that. So I have to be going by myself, which is like awful. And he was like, everyone there is gonna be on drugs and drunk out of their minds. Like, you're gonna hate it. I'm like, yeah, I am gonna hate it. He's like, all the worst types of people are going there. And I'm sure there's great people that are going too, but like, every bad person goes to Coachella. And then there are good people that deal with them. But I'm like, I don't have the patience. So I'll save my money for the Mayhem ball instead. It's gonna be live streamed anyway. Yeah, but like I just feel like it's gonna be crazy. Like I'm thinking back to Beyonce's Coachella, and I'm just like, could you imagine being there for that? Like, crazy. So we'll see. The thought of having to camp to go to a concert makes me never want to go to a music festival. Yeah, I I forget that Coachella, because like my brain thinks the only music festival I've ever been to is Boston Calling, and like I took the Boston like subway to get there, and then it was at Harvard. They had it on the Harvard like football field and shit or whatever. And I was just like, oh, I could probably handle the festival. But then I heard that like it's like an hour and a half walk through the desert just to get to the venue, and I'm like, no. So I'm like, I can't. Part of my desk is peeling. It's a recent development. This desk is from 2011. It's very old. It's from IKEA. And it's lasted a really long time. But yeah, there's like a piece of wood peeling. I went to Izu and NYC 2 years ago, and there was crowd crush and people stormed security gates. Ugh, ew. You finna be in the pit. I don't know how she could say that and not cringe the entire time. That reads to me like rich people cosplaying struggle when they pick locales like that. Kind of, but the rich people that go to Coachella, they pay for like golf carts that cost like $10,000 to like chauffeur them. So the rich people that go to Coachella are like, they're not. They're not actually doing Coachella like the way the common folk do. So even then, it's like that actually doesn't matter to them. And then when I like really think about it, I'm like, the only artist that I like really want to see there is Gaga, which like would be fierce, but like I don't really need to see anybody else. I just want to go home. The Mayhem Ball will be better is what I'm telling myself. That's the thing. I'm like, the Mayhem Ball is like, one, I will probably be able to go with like friends. Which is like more fun. But then also like, I'm thinking about like how many people will not be there. Like how many people that I would rather go to a Gaga concert surrounded by other little monsters versus Coachella, which is like a bunch of people that are like, yeah, I love Shallow, but like, yeah, okay. Like I want to be there with people who like know the lore behind every song. I feel like most of the people that are gonna be like going to see Gaga at Coachella are like people that are going to Coachella. They're not going there for Gaga, you know? So that's another reason why I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna go. Because the average person going there, who knows if they'll even care about her the way I do. And I want to be, if I'm bumping shoulders with strangers. Oh, that was one thing. When I went to Boston Calling, I went there with my ex because he wanted to see Marina. And he wanted to like he wanted to be at like the front of the barricade. And we managed to get like really close. And we were gonna just like stand there for like 3 hours until she came on. But it was like so hot and humid, and there was this girl near us who had like really long like hair, and it was like frizzing, and like the like one or two like strands of hair were like tickling my shoulder. And it was such a horrible sensory experience that I was like, I literally have never been so happy in my life as when he was like, actually, I don't really want to be this close. Let's leave and let's go stand farther away. Because I was like, I was willing to stand there for 3 hours because he wanted to be at the front. But I was like, oh my God, like this girl, like, she's totally allowed to have her hair down if she really wants to, but it is tickling me, and it is such a horror. Like, what am I supposed to say? Hey, can you like pull your hair away from me? Like, no. So, although she kind of looked like Caitlyn Bennett, the girl who shit herself. So it could have been her. In my head, I'm gonna say it was her, and then I wish I had said something. How was Marina? She was good. It was during her Love and Fear era, which I don't care for. and she only played songs from that new album, and she did like 3. So that day was just not my favorite day, but for other reasons. So like to have waited there all day for her to do 3 songs and they weren't even ones that I liked, I was like, okay, cool. Like not even Bubblegum Bitch. It was like, oh, orange. I'm like, girl, shut up. Stop. No one. I don't want to hear that. Her new single is odd. I actually kind of like it, but my favorite part is the, yeah, I'm a butterfly. I love that like high pitched voice, but otherwise it is such like it just feels like a bonus track for like Fruit or something. I don't know. It's very whatever song. I don't really care for it. Like I haven't really listened to it since it came out, but I would listen. I would not skip it if it came on, is what I'm saying. So I'm so thirsty today. Maybe it's because I haven't had water all day, and the first thing I drank today was my Dunkin' Donuts from yesterday. At least you're not short, like me, getting stuck in people's armpits. Oi. That sounds horrible. This fruit looks a little reheated. They're reheating the fruit. It's crazy. I'm very excited about going to the Mayhem Ball. I've never been to a Gaga show before. I didn't really go to concerts at all growing up, like ever. I think my first concert ever was Lorde during the Melodrama. I don't really know why. I think probably because they were expensive. So I just kind of like never even thought to ask. I also kind of didn't know how you even found out when a concert was happening. Like I feel like I would like even to this day, like I find out an artist is coming to my city the night of, and I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, I didn't really go to any concerts growing up. But also like I was a little too closeted to. It was sort of a protection thing for me to like not let myself get full into Gaga after the Fame Monster, because like the Fame Monster was like it was like so popular that like I could blend in with the normies listening to it and not like be called gay for listening to it, because like it's on the radio. Excuse me, it's on the radio. Everyone's listening to Alejandro. Everyone's listening to Disco Stick, right? But yeah, I kind of just didn't know, like, I kind of just, like, I didn't know if it would be, like, safe for me to, like, be super out, and, like, be a Gaga stan. So I kind of, like, I was, like, a stan from afar. Like, I really, like, compartmentalized, like, being into Gaga for a really long time, during, like, Born This Way. Like, literally outside of like Edge of Glory and Born This Way, I didn't hear any songs from that album until I was like in my 20s. And like art pop, like there were a couple songs from art pop that I like bought on iTunes from when the album came out, because I had like found out the album came out, so I was like, I'll buy a few of these. And like I would listen to them and I loved them, but I was like, again, I was very like, I can't like be into this. And then eventually like I started to not care as much, and then I was out, and then I was just like, love Gaga. Like but yeah, it wasn't until I went to my first Pride in like 2018 that like I heard Born This Way from a float, and I was just like, it like really made me feel so like because, like, I came out in 2016, but I feel like I didn't like that I was gay until 2018. Like, it took me 2 years to, like, meet other gay people and go to therapy to, like, really, like, love that I was gay and not, like, low-key, like, feel still shame for it. And then that was when I was just like, let me heal my inner child by, like, falling back in love with this artist that was so special to me. So I think that's why like the fame monster like era of her career will always be like so like my number one no matter what, just because like that was like when it was like I could it's like nostalgic for me, and then also like I was able to be into it without feeling shame. I do think Born This Way is probably her best album if I were to like rank them all objectively, but like I think that first era when she's like first hitting the scene is like there was like an innocence to my liking her that it didn't matter that I was gay, that it was like I could just like her, and like everyone else I knew also liked her. It wasn't like a, oh wait, you're a boy who likes Lady Gaga, like that's a little sus, you know? Shit like that was just, it's tough. Um, but yeah, so and then, so yeah, I never went to any Gaga shows like when I was younger, and then when I like when I could go, it was like, I just couldn't afford it. And the locations, because I was living in Jacksonville during Chromatica Ball, the locations that she chose were like 5 hours away from me in Georgia or 5 hours away from me in Miami. Couldn't afford either. Too far of a drive, because so it would have to be like we stay at a hotel, which is too expensive. It compounds the cost. And then I'm so glad that we didn't do the Miami one, because that was the one that got canceled midway through because it started to thunderstorm and it wasn't safe. So like it just didn't work out, and I've just been like, so like I need to go. So I'm very excited about going to the Mayhem Ball. I will go no matter what. I just have to. And I'm in LA now, which is like such a better location to be in to attend things, because everything comes here. So I'm like, whew, need it so bad. I'm really hoping it doesn't fall on like a work night for me. I'm like praying. I'm hoping that it's like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday type of deal versus a Monday or a Wednesday. Because Trish would let me go, yeah. I don't doubt that, but I would still be like, well, I'll work when I get back, and then I just wouldn't sleep. So, I'm sure if I gave like far enough in advance, she always tells me like, if you need a break, like I have a backup editor, but one, I need the money, and two, like I like being a part of it. Like I like doing it. I like editing the show. I feel there was one episode recently that I couldn't edit during the fires when we lost power for like 4 days, and like I literally was like, I have to watch it. I've watched 100 episodes in a row, like, because I've watched them as I've edited them, obviously. So like it feels weird to not know what you guys talked about, so I have to watch it, even though I didn't edit it. So, and then I was watching it, and I was like, oh, I would have put this here. Like, imagine it. I'm like, oh, I wish I could have edited this part, because I would have loved to, like, put this person on screen. It's just stupid. So stupid. When was your last non-holiday vacation? Like, you deserve one. Yeah, I got, like, 2.5 weeks, I think, off during the Christmas break, which was really nice. I imagine I'll probably get a week off when she gives birth, because I think they skipped one episode last year when Elvis was born, so sometime in July I imagine I will get a week off for that. But yeah, I don't know, I don't really feel like inclined to take a vacation, really. One, because I'm like, where am I gonna go? I can't afford anything really, but also like I like my routine of working. I like getting paid more than I like taking a break. You know, like I feel it feels weird to me to break that cycle right now. But like if I really needed it, there's no doubt in my mind that I would get the day off if I really needed it. But like I just don't feel like I need it really. So you love the hustle. I think it's because for so long I was self-employed and like abided by my own schedule, and that caused me to have so many feelings of like guilt that I'm not doing enough, that like now that I have like deadlines that I meet every week, and like it's not really a hustle. I guess it is a hustle, but like now that I have like some feeling that I'm like contributing to the world in some way, and like I don't feel it's helped me not for like my downtime where I am just like chilling playing Genshin or something, or like Fortnite. I don't feel guilt anymore about doing it, because before when I was just streaming full time, if I was playing a game and not streaming it, I'm like, why am I not fucking streaming this? But like I couldn't stream 24/7 because then I would burn out and hate my life. So I like really love doing the podcasts because it's allowed my free time to not feel, I don't feel guilt the entire time that I am relaxing. So yeah. I should honestly have been hunting this whole time because it's so what like I need to have stuff to talk about while I'm running around in this game.
I'm 27 and I'm still living with my parents in Overland Park. I have an art history degree from a night school. My cat just died. I've lost 25% control of my sphincter muscles. I get a clicking sound in my jaw when I eat. I drive a 91 Dodge Neon. I have ovarian cysts. Sometimes I pee the bed still. I have alopecia. The only man who wants to fuck me is my 48-year-old manager at Pizza Street. P.S. He only has one ball.
So I guess
better than you.
Let's leave. Damien, thank you for the 42 months on tier 2. Been catching up on the VODs. Been loving watching the shunting while resetting.
I'm 27
What?
and I'm still living with my parents.
Like,
in Overland
why?
Park. I have an art history degree from
Why
night
is it doing
school.
that?
My cat just died. I've lost 25% control of my sphincter muscles. I get a clicking sound in my jaw when I eat. I drive a 91 Dodge Neon. I have ovarian cysts. Sometimes I pee the bed still.
I have alopecia.
The only man who wants to fuck me
Like-
is my 48-year-old manager at Pizza Street. P.S. He only has one ball. So I guess better than you.
Is it? Why is that? Is it like playing in another tab? Is that why? Maybe that's why it's been like playing in a different tab each time? I don't know. And thank you for the 72 months. I'm glad you're enjoying the VODs. Thank you, Sammy, as always, for being the one to get my VOD channel more organized than it's ever been. Kingdom Hearts VODs have been finally going up. I have to go on my old computer and upload a bunch that I have saved to it again, so that way they can post more for me. But everybody say thank you, Sammy. Hi, VOD Sammy. Hi, VOD Sammy. Sammy's been posting a bunch of old ones, too. Because Twitch is like... So I've had a bunch of VODs just on Twitch for a few years. From like 2016. Like old, like vintage. And Twitch is now making it so like you can only have a certain amount of hours stored on your page. Which is annoying. So, they're gonna start deleting really old shit from me, basically. And I don't want to lose those streams, so Sammy's been putting them on my archive channel. However, the thought of seeing me from 10 years ago in my sub box every fucking day for weeks on end until all of those VODs are posted actually makes me want to kill myself. So they added them all to a private playlist, or an unlisted playlist. So like you can still find them if you want, but they will not be going to sub boxes, which thank God. So I believe it's like called like vintage or like old school Jimmy VODs. I don't remember what they named it, but if you go to like the playlist tab on the archive channel, you could see it. Jimmy, would you forgive me if I wrote an insecurity of yours on a mirror on national television? That shit. I don't even know what to say about that. For those who do not know, Alex is referencing the episode of Drag Race airing tonight. They put out a preview yesterday, so I haven't seen the episode, but I know what she's talking about. So, well, last week, they did a roast. Arietti, I personally, as an outsider, feel pretty irrationally was angry and was projecting a lot of her, like, fears and anxieties about how she was going to do in the roast. A comedy challenge, which she has said multiple times she's not comfortable doing them, right? She was projecting onto Jewel Sparkles for putting her in, like, a certain order in the roast, right? So she was just, like, mad at her. So, Arietti stole a bunch of Jules's jokes, which to me, like, Jules is a bigger person than me, because I don't know how I would have handled that if somebody stole my material, especially, like, on something so important as, like, I don't know, it just was, like, so, it was so vile to me. It was very entertaining TV, I will give it that. Like, high stakes drama. And I, like, appreciate that aspect of it very much. But, like, holy shit. That was, like, that was a level of petty I don't think we've seen on Drag Race before. And I don't really know how I feel about it still. I'm like, that just, it really gave me a really nasty vibe about, and, like, at the end of the day, it's all TV. And, like, I do have a lot of respect for Arietti for, like, even going on Drag Race in the first place. Like, that's very difficult, and she always looks amazing. So, like, but, like, that just was crazy to me. That was such crazy behavior that I really hope she sees and, like, reflects on and grows from it, because, like, holy shit, that was crazy. And then, so Arietti goes home, right? She loses the lip sync. They have, you know, the lip sync friend against friend, Jules versus Arietti. Arietti goes home. After they go home, before they go home, they write a message on the mirror in lipstick. It's a tradition on Drag Race for years now. And usually it's like, love you girls, keep on killing it, we'll see each other on the road, like, just some goodbye message, blah 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 blah. Sometimes it's like, if they feel a certain type of way about their elimination, they're just like, I don't know, stream my music. Arietti then writes, Anya, brush your teeth. That's her final message to the girls, was Anya, brush your teeth, which was crazy because off camera, off the record, it was not brought up at all until this moment. Anya, like, expressed to the other girls, like, she has a condition, she doesn't really understand why, but she has bad breath, and she is trying to figure out what the cause is, and it's a huge insecurity for her, right? Arietti takes a moment to not only, like, it's not just like that she takes a jab at Anya as her, like, going away message. It's like outing a condition she has that, like, was not like, the audience was not privy to. It's just it's to humiliate her. And it's you know that people who hate Anya for no fucking valid reason whatsoever, because she's killing it on this season and she just seems like an all-around amazing person. But there are people that just are fucking haters online all the time, disproportionately to queens of color, and especially the black queens that go on the show, right? So, like, to give them ammunition that they will use against her for the rest of her life, pretty much, is so vile. And, like, it was like really, like, it kind of went past, like, like fierce reality TV like drama and banter, and it just like leaves you feeling gross. And I did not like it. I did not like it at all. And I'm sure these girls have squashed the beef. Anya in the episode even says, like, the next day, I'm over it. But, like, I don't know if I could ever move on from that, personally. It was crazy to me. It was really crazy behavior. Only hurt people hurt other people. So I hope that, Arietti, she overcomes a lot of the issues she is struggling with that causes her to speak to other people that way. Because she's an incredibly talented artist that her creativity doesn't deserve to be held back by like behavior like that, you know? And at the end of the day, like, it's TV, and this all happened a year ago. So, like, yes, I feel a certain way about it, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not taking it that seriously because it doesn't involve me, and it's probably already handled. And if it's not, it'll be handled at the reunion, which I hope to God they do this year. Like, at the end of the day, it's a TV show, and blah blah blah, but at the same time, it's a TV show. It's designed to be discussed, so I am going to discuss it, because if they didn't want it to be talked about, I feel like you wouldn't go on TV. Like, that's just my opinion. So anyway, it was just crazy. It was just like such a fucking mean, it just was really mean, and it like really rubbed me the wrong way. And I don't know if I could say I'm like a fan of Arietti's after that the same way I was prior to it, but like I still have a lot of respect for her as an artist. And like if I was at a show of hers, I would tip the diva, absolutely. But it just, I don't know, it made me feel really weird. I'm like, maybe I'll wait another year or so before I like get back on the Arietti train, because that was wild. That was fucking wild to me. But I really liked Susie Toots' tweet. Like, instead of sending hate to Arietti, tip Anya. How about that? And I'm like, oh, that's so true. Like, do that. I have to find her Venmo. I tipped Megami after the Lollapalooza last year. I will tip the dolls. You don't gotta tell me twice. I just have to find her Venmo. I think Megami ended up, I think she might have said she made more money than Morphine did for winning the whole thing after taxes, maybe. I may be completely imagining that tweet, but I feel like I heard that. I think it's Anya Nerve on all platforms. Cool. Yeah, I definitely want to send her a couple bucks. I hope she wins. I really hope she wins the whole show. She's so cool. There's just like there's such a confidence in everything she does on that show that like she just makes everything she does look absolutely effortless. It's so cool. Did that play audio? Dallas, thank you for the 62 months. I didn't hear it. So I don't, it did play, you did hear, okay. I didn't hear it. So I was worried it didn't play audio. Alright, we'll check the Heracross, and then we're outie. I would love a shiny Dustox. It's a very cool shiny.
I gave him less food today and he ate it all.
Okay. Dazzling honey. I miss Pokemon cards being available at the stores. I feel like ever since Logan Paul ruined everything, for like years now, it's just they're never there. And like especially lately, because there's like it's an evolution set just came out, so like the scalpers are going crazy trying to get it. But I really miss pre-Sword and Shield era Pokemon cards. When Dallas and I first started dating, we could literally at any time of the day, whenever, just walk into Walmart and they just had tons of Hidden Fates cards to buy. I miss that so much because like sometimes I just want to buy a booster pack at checkout. I go get my groceries, get what I need. I'm like, fuck it, throw a booster pack in there. And then we get a little thing, a little treat. We open them in the car and see what we got. It's very annoying. $151 booster bundles are dropping at some stores tomorrow, and why are they $40 instead of $28? Are they reissuing a set? Didn't they just do a 151 set? Are they reissuing it? Why are Surging Sparks booster packs $5.99 instead of just $5? Inflation. Inflation be damned. Scarlet Violet was made to flop Pokemon on purpose so the cards would stop getting scalped, but it didn't work. Oh my god. That does sound like a theory that some fucking idiot would say on Twitter. That does sound like something that I would fucking screenshot and then rant about later in the day on stream. Cause like how's that it like is actually so crazy to me when like people think that Pokemon is not a business. They're like, no, they want their fans to be able to buy it. Bitch, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. And then people will say, wait, why are they onto something? Speaking of Twitter, Awkward Beans, thank you for the 46 months. I actually think my least favorite... I saw a post the other day that was like, I've been on this fucking website long enough that like I've seen the same fucking jokes and like tweet formats recycled for years on this website. And I think my absolute fucking least favorite tweet format ever is blank has the chance to do the funniest thing. Never once has what they propose doing ever even made me smirk. Ever. Ever. Let alone be deemed the funniest thing. And like simple changes to the way that is said. Yeah, first of all, yeah, it also never happens. But also, like, literally, I think it's just the fact that they're, like, proposing it as something funny pisses me off. Because it's just never going to be funny. But, like, being like, they have a chance to do something wild. Okay. That's fine. They have a chance. They have the chance to do something ridiculous. They have the chance to do something crazy. But do the funniest thing, it never makes me laugh. That shit pisses me off every time I see it. Every fucking time. That fucking tweet format. IDK, when they quote tweeted Elon's nightstand with a gun and on it and put that caption, I did not see that. Hi puppies. Hi puppy dogs. Hi guys. Hi. Oh my gosh, my babies. Hi Ruby. Hi Ruby. Hi. Soda's in his spot. He's in his little spot. Hi Rudy. Hey, Ruby. My girl. I haven't done my allergy stuff today. I'll be right back. Hello. All right. I gotta be careful. Oh my god, I wanted to show... I tweeted this, but I was like, let me just save it for stream. So my sister's been playing through Pokemon Pearl, which is so funny to me. But she's been, like, really... lately, like, wanting to play games. So she went to my bedroom back home, and she just, like, took a case of games that I have, and been playing them. Oh, no, I didn't even show that yet. I'll show that in a minute, Dallas. Thank you. She's been playing through, and she showed me a bunch of the games, and she was just like, New Super Mario? No. Cooking Mama? Ooh. And I was like, girl, you're literally holding, like, some of the best DS games right now. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But anyway, so she's been, like, she's been texting me, like, asking me questions. She sent me a video of her in the ruins where you find unknown, and she's like, how the fuck do I get out of here? Where's the next gym? Well, first, actually, the first thing she did was text me. She's like, how do I beat the contest so I could fight the gym, the purple bitch? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, beat the contest? You don't have to do the contest to fight her. So I was like, how many gym badges do you have? She was like, I don't know. I was like, okay, press X, click on your name, and then open the case. And she's like, okay. She's like, I have 2. And she was like, where am I? I'm in the Aztec ruins. And I said, okay, leave there. And then I took a video of me recording the map of the game on my phone. And I was like, okay, Diva, you are here. You go up this way, go over here, you fight her. Then you go down this way, you fight him. And then you go all the way back up, and then you fight the gym. She's actually the 5th gym leader, not the 3rd, blah, blah, blah. And then she's asking me for, like, what Pokemon she should use. She's like, do I keep my Ponyta? I hate it. And I was just like, no, do not keep Ponyta. Don't. Ponyta fucking sucks. I didn't remember in this moment. I didn't remember until this moment that Ponyta doesn't evolve into Rapidash until level 40. Also, yeah, she doesn't know that there's only 2 fire types. Thankfully, she picked Chimchar, which I kind of was not expecting. I thought she would pick Piplup, because when we were younger, she always liked Piplup. But she picked Chimchar. So she's like, my Chimchar is amazing. He kills everybody, like Flame Wheel, bitch. And she was like, what the fuck does this mean? Roan's voice. And I was like, you're trying to use an item somewhere you can't. Like your bike in that tall grass. She goes, LOL, oh. And then she was like, I can't get up this slope. And I was like, press B on your bike. And she was like, oh. I was like, there's gears, Diva. And then she's like, what the fuck? What Pokemon should I use? I need a water type. So I told her about Shellos and Gastrodon. She said, that thing? I want a surf. I want a Meryl. Merrill. I want cute Pokemon. I could punch a Ponyta and other stupid Geodudes and uglies in the face. I said Meryl is in the Great Marsh, and I sent her a map that blinks over where she needs to go. And she said, my Luxio is an idiot. Do I want a ponytail? Ponyta sucks fucking so much. Oh, yeah, her Chimchar's named Churro. Churro is now a big monkey. He's a fucking beast. Close combat, beast. I'm trying to level up my other shit. Fuck Ponyta. I put her in the ATM. Which killed me. Killed me that she thinks the PC is an ATM. I beat the gym. Also, I have 3 badges. What Pokemon should I catch? Like, should I keep Geodude? Why the fuck does he know self-destruct? I said Geodude sucks and you will need to trade with a friend to evolve him into his final form anyway, which you can't do. And she goes, not even at level 25? These Pokemon are useless. My Luxio sucks and only knows Spark and Bite. I said he will learn Thunderfang and other good moves soon. He evolves at level 30. Lame. Can't get him past 23. Keeps dying in battle because his moves suck. Asterisk her. She corrected the gender of her Luxio. I pray the Pokemon get paralyzed so I can have a chance. So I sent her, I was suggesting Pokemon for her. I sent her Drifloon. Drifloon is good and will be at the Valley Windworks on Fridays only. There is only one and you should save in front of it in case you mess up catching it. My stupid ass thinking she knows what the fuck the Valley Windworks is, even though she probably was there honestly, knowing it how quickly she's going in the game, she probably was there like 2 months ago. She goes, huh? I don't know what any of that means. I'm LOLing. And then I put where to go for Drifloon. And then I sent her a picture of Magikarp, Gyarados, and then Badoo, Roselia, Roserade. And she goes, I have a Magikarp, but I don't have the time for it to train up. And I'm like, he evolves to level 20. Like, you probably caught him at like 16. And then I sent her Garchomp, and I said, this thing is a beast. And then my personal favorite screenshot of the day, of the entire conversation, which I posted and then deleted because I was like, I want to save this for stream. Ugh, not a WebP file. Discord, how could you betray me in this way? She goes, also clock mayhem. I'm listening to it. Gay, exposed. She finally evolves Geodude. This is what Geodude moves up to? I'm gonna kill myself. He's so ugly. I want to release him. His name is Ak. Short for Aki, which means buff and jacked. I don't know why she kept... I told her she was going to hate it. The fact that she didn't know what Geodude evolves into is so funny to me. But the fact that she kept... This is like a day later. Like, she kept level grinding her Geodude just out of curiosity and still hated it. And she can't even get Golem unless I go home and trade with her. Also, yeah, moves up to. The lack of, like, knowing any verbiage for Pokemon is really what kills me the most. Truly calling the PC an ATM is so fucking funny. The funniest thing is, too, she knows what shinies are. She knows to look for the sparkle. Because whenever she would play my games as a kid, she'd ask to play. I'm like, okay, if there's a sparkle or it looks different, come to my room and I'll help you catch it. Like, come to me if you find something crazy. And so I'm really hoping... It sounds like she doesn't know what repels are, so I have a feeling she's constantly encountering random Pokemon. I think she's gonna find a shiny. I really do. Especially because, like, she sounds like she's constantly level grinding her shit. But yeah, there was a part of me that I was like, if she wasn't so deep into the game, I would have probably, like, I really want to get her an R4. Because I would love for her to play, like, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. And just have, like, a bunch of games. Yes, Ruby. Come in. Come in, Ruby. But anyway, I'm honestly just shocked that she's made it to the 4th gym. Like, she has 4 badges now. The fact that she's committed to this playthrough is crazy to me. I really didn't think that she would. But yeah, if she gets a shiny, I'll fucking die laughing. That is so funny. But she knows what they are. She'll, like, know what's happening if she finds one. I don't think she would know what it is. My dad just sent me Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Yoshi like golf. He's watching golf on TV. Okay. Cool, thanks. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, the fact that she's playing, I also am shocked that she's, like, committed to playing Pokemon Pearl. It's probably because she, like, did play it a little bit growing up. That was, like, one of the last Pokemon games that, like, she also got, not just me. I think it's the only game that I let her take from me. Because I try to keep all my Pokemon games with me when I move, but I don't bring every game because it's just too much. But my Pokemon stuff, like, I shiny hunt on them, but I'm never hunting in base game Diamond and Pearl. If I'm doing anything in Sinnoh, it's in Platinum or BDSP. Like, no fucking way. The encounters are too slow on there. So, like, the fact that she's committed to playing this, even though the battles take so long, is hilarious to me. She's playing on a DSi. Otherwise, if she wasn't, I would have given her, like, one of my English copies of, like, Ruby and Sapphire or something to play. I remember when I got Black and White, I was showing her the graphics, and she was like, why is everything so blocky? And I was like, what the fuck do you mean? She was like, you could see the blocks. And I realized after a long time she meant the pixels. Like, the sprites are more pixelated because of, like, the changing camera angle and, like, the animations. It's, like, more clearly pixel art than, like, Gens 3 and 4, which, like, the sprites and, like, the screen, like, they don't look as pixelated. But, like, the fact that she was like, they look blocky. Like, her just utter lack of, like, gaming terminology sends me into fucking orbit. It's so funny. Like, I'm just so used to talking to people who know what a sprite is all the time, that, like, somebody who refers to things that way is hilarious. And I love it. But yeah, I should text her right now. She might be in bed. She gets up, she leaves for work at 5 a.m. every day. So she's probably asleep. Any Pokemon updates? I told my stream about your adventures. They lived. And since she's a Wetzel, she's gonna ham it up. Knowing that... Oh, she just responded. She's awake. Oh, I'm, like, lost. trying to find the next gym. The fact that I have a video telling her where to go to. I went back to the first 2 by accident. Now I'm like, what the fuck do I do? How the fuck did she end back up at Oreburg? Because I played and he's them so long ago. My sister sent a video of my dad. In tights. But like, what the fuck is this picture? Why are you wearing the socks like that? What is this? This is so weird. What is happening? What is happening over there? My Pokemon still suck besides Churro. I love that she's like, I haven't played in so long. Yesterday. She hasn't played since yesterday, mind you. She was texting me yesterday. My dad's just standing there in these socks that are too big for him, giggling. What? Maybe she's saying like that's her lost in the game? I don't understand. So you're back in the first town? Why didn't you follow the video I sent? Like I did a loop. How did she do a loop from... I did all of that. How many badges? I have 5 badges. Oh, okay. What's the next gym? After 5. Is it Snow Point or Canalave? It's Canalave? Okay. I watched it and... I played it and watched Survivor all day. I'll send you a vid when I get home. Okay. Okay, so as long as she can surf... Whenever I play Diamond and Pearl, I usually stop around the 3rd gym. So my knowledge of anything past the 5th one is a little shaky. I left her a 3DS as well. I know that for a fact. But I don't think she cares to play anything on there. I left her Mario Kart 7 on it, though. She might need to get to Celestic Town. Oh my god. She's gonna... If she has to learn how to use Defog, I think she will stop playing the game. That is literally gonna be what gets her to put the game down. I'm, like, nervous, because I love that she's playing it, because it's humoring me. I didn't find the secret potion for the Psyducks for months. I bet I didn't either. Diamond and Pearl is such a strangely formatted game. They restructure it a bit for Platinum. Yeah, I want to know what her final team looks like too. Because she's asked me where to find so many different Pokemon, and I've told her, and then I don't think she goes and gets them. She's like, where do I get Pikachu? And I'm like, he's right near where you are right now. And then she sends me, like, pictures, and Pikachu's not in her party. And also, half of her team is usually dead in the screenshots. Because you could see on the Poketch on the bottom screen. And they're usually fucking dead. I went back to the gym, and the big head is still gone. Who is Big Head? Who's Big Head? The purple bitch. She should be there. With the competitions. Now I need to know how to get Fantina back in the gym. You'll encounter Team Galactic Grunt near the Great Marsh. Oh, so she probably didn't fight. She probably didn't follow the Grunt. How does she have 5 badges? How does she have 5 badges, though, if she didn't fight her? What the fuck? Did she go all the way somewhere else? I'm so fascinated. Yeah, she needs to stream. She needs to stream it. I think what would kill me is... So there's a bunch of... I see on TikTok all the time these, like, people selling these, like, fake Game Boys that have, like, hundreds of ROMs on them. And they're always showing them off by playing, like, Pokemon ROM hacks. And the person selling it has no idea what any Pokemon game actually is. So they're always, like, in a Gen 3 looking game with, like... Grimmsnarl fighting a Pidove. And all the comments are like, what fucking game is this? And they're like, I don't know. It's usually like a TikTok shop live. And the person's like, I don't know. I just click Pokemon, dude. It's Pokemon. Yeah, all the sprites are smooth as fuck. But I'm like, my sister would probably somehow find a way to be playing a fucking ROM hack, and I would have no idea how to help her. I remember one time I was with Tamashi at a gaming convention. I think it was Portland Retro. And we were walking through the vendor's hall, and this guy was selling, like, Pokemon ROM hacks on cartridges. And she was like, hey, I know the person. My friend made that ROM hack. And I really don't think he'd appreciate. The guy was like, welcome. Check out all of my games. Tell me anything you like. Tell me what you want. And she clocked his shit and was like, my friend made that game. And I don't think he would really appreciate you selling counterfeit copies of it. And the guy like went white as a ghost. I was like, period. Period. Gag him. Because it was, I don't know, it was some fucking Pokemon random red, like some crazy ass ROM hack name. But she like knew the guy who made it. She was like, my friend would really not appreciate you selling his game on a cartridge like that. And the guy selling it had no idea what to say. It was so funny. Couldn't be me though. I would have been like, ooh. I would not have the balls to do that shit. I had no idea that was happening. I had no idea that Pokemon Chaos Diamond was being sold. No, because I would have fully bought Pokemon Naranja IRL. Pokemon Naranja, Pokemon Region Adventures, RIJON, the region. That shit pissed me off, but it was such a cool ROM hack. But I was like, why did you name it that? That is so annoying. I haven't been to a convention in a long time, but I'm kind of afraid at how much, like, Temu AI slop is gonna be sold at a vendor's hall. It makes me almost, like, not want to go. What cool names for such ugly games, Scarlet and Violet. I know! Scarlet and Violet were really, like... Those are ROM hack games. Those are ROM hack names to me. I felt that way when they did Black and White as well. Because it was the first time since Gen 1 that they had done, like, a color, not, like... I guess, like, gold and silver. But, like, to me, that's, like, jewelry. Like, I don't think of gold and silver as color games. Same, like Ruby and Sapphire, like, those are gemstone games. So when they went back to doing Black and White, I was like, oh my god, these are, like, ROM hacks. Scarlet and Violet are the first color games in a long time. Because then they did X and Y, Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield. I think Sword and Shield are the lamest fucking Pokemon game names. And I think they even said they didn't know what they were going to call those games until, like, very end in development, and you can tell. Like, it's, like, obviously they are the dogs, like, that's why they're named that, but, like, who the fuck wants to play Pokemon Shield? Like, actually. I would not be shocked if, like, Sword sold double the units as Shield. I was laughing at poop versus shit earlier today. That tweet fucking killed me. It was funny. I was like, you may be dragging my girl Chikorita, but I will recognize a funny ass tweet. Let me tell you. I got Shield. I like Zamazenta. I didn't care for either of them. So I got Sword just because I was like, I'm not saying Shield. Like, it just sounds so lame. It sounds lame as fuck to say out loud. It's kind of like Pokemon Y. I was like, Pokemon X is so fucking cool sounding. Pokemon Y. Like, no. I'm not playing that. I bought both. Because of course I did. But I was like, I'm not fucking saying that. So I will be playing Pokemon X. Yeah, Shield I think has better exclusives. I think. From what I remember. Which one had Ponyta? Was it Shield? Pokemon Trixie and Katya. Oh my god. There were so many people saying they wanted Katya to play Pleakley in the live action Lilo and Stitch. I was like, what the fuck are we even saying anymore? What are we even saying? Hi Mel. We were congratulating you earlier and screaming your name, hoping that we would get you to hear us and show up. That's so embarrassing. We'll go back to the VOD later. You'll see us going, Mel! Mel! It's when Dallas comes in, if you skip around. I was on a dog walk. Yeah, I figured you were doing something. My first watch of the Lilo trailer, I thought it was adorable till people started pointing things out. Everything is great until you have someone in your ear reminding you of how it's not. I didn't show. Oh my god, thank you for the reminder. So, a couple months ago when Sonic 3 came out, they had like a Twitter giveaway where you could win a sweater. And they didn't specify what the sweater looked like, I don't think. So I entered it and Dallas entered it as well. Dallas won. Dallas won the giveaway. So he won me this Sonic Christmas sweater. And let me tell you, it's certainly a ugly sweater. It's so... I like... It's so fucking scary. It's so ugly. I'm gonna vomit. I'm gonna vomit looking at it. I can't. I can't. And it's on both sides. It's so gross. It's gonna come alive. No, actually, that's how I feel. Burmy hanging from nothing. I know. I know. Would you hold a Burmy like a baby? Of course. I used to hate Burmy. I don't know why I used to hate it. I think maybe because I was constantly trying to get Munchlax or something from the honey trees, and it would always be Burmy, and it would piss me off. That's probably why. Congrats to Dallas for winning. It's really awesome. Yeah. It's so pretty. Yeah, I have a Sonic fursuit. I have not worn it in a long time because it's incredibly itchy and it like is not breathable because all the hairs are like plastic fibers. It's literally the most uncomfortable thing I've ever fucking worn. It's itchy. It gives me a rash, but I did it for the bit. Has it ever been washed? No. No, absolutely not. Because I think it would fucking destroy our washing machine. And I'm not taking that shit to a dry cleaner. They'd institutionalize me. You might get trapped in it like the... Ugh! Don't say that. Don't fucking say that. I literally do have like a slight phobia of like wearing a mask. COVID was horrible for me. No, I actually really loved wearing face masks during COVID. It kind of like protected me from having to interact with people. But like a Halloween mask, I can't. It's so the haunted mask as a kid was so scary to me. Does that include beauty face masks? Yeah, I do not like those beauty face masks because they're wet. They're wet as fuck. I don't like anything wet on my face. I don't like it. It's like an incredibly horrible sensory experience. I barely like using moisturizer. I have to use like moisturizer that like dries matte. Otherwise, like I just feel greasy and like ick. I can't. What about wearing makeup? Yeah, I don't like it either. I like the only makeup I really ever wear, like if I have like a zit, I'll wear like a concealer. Is that the word? I have like a concealer stick that I'll use, cause it's like it doesn't feel like wet on my face. But like when like I watch like I've been getting a lot of like skincare videos on TikTok, and it's people just like rubbing like oil on their face and shit like that. And I'm like, I get nauseated by seeing like their wet skin. I hate it. What about a breastplate? I'd kill a breastplate. I honestly thought about buying one to wear on stream because I just thought it would be like so cunty. But they're expensive and I'm like, it's a waste of money for a bit. I've even tried to wear like wigs for like costumes before, and like it is such a horrendous sensory experience for me. Like I literally like I am like holding my breath, trying to like style it. Like I literally like I can't do it. I don't understand why. Like the fibers of the wig like tickling my face, and like getting in my eyes. Like I like sweat and I have to take it off. If I were to wear a wig, I would need it to be like professionally styled and then put on my head for me. Did you like your outfit in Trapped in the Birdcage? Did I wear anything? I don't remember if I wore anything special for that. Because it was just on Zoom. So I think I just wore like my normal clothes. I don't think I ever dressed up. I did buy a triangle prop. Because I was a bard and I thought it would be funny if my instrument... Because everybody's instruments are like a lute. Oh, when I did table flip. Yeah, no. Full transparency, I did not like that outfit. And I did not understand that there was going to be like a theme either. So I'm like, when they were giving us the clothes, I was not going to be difficult on set because I feel like I would have been a nightmare to deal with. But I was like, okay, this feels culturally appropriative to be wearing this. But I'm only 19, maybe even 18. I don't really feel comfortable telling a bunch of 40-year-olds that I don't want to wear something. So, anyway, looking back, no, I don't like that outfit at all. But I did at least have a little muscle. So, I remember getting a couple compliments on my pecs, but no. But as uncomfortable as I showed up and I did the job. I remember we kept getting in trouble because we took our like food, like our lunch break, and we kept getting in trouble because we were talking too loud in the common area and we were fucking up what was filming in like the other soundstage, and it was the dog whisperer. Is his name Caesar? He was filming something and they kept he didn't come out, but like his agent or something did and kept yelling at us for talking too loud. I'm like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Sit and eat in silence? Like, deal with it. It's 20 minutes. Congrats on the Petalil. I have one of those in this game. God, I'm sick of the rain. No. We're gonna wait until morning. It wasn't a dress though. It was like a belly dancer outfit, I think. It had pants. They took a full body photo of us, but I don't know if that was on the internet. I was cold as hell. I was cold as hell. But you know what? It was a great opportunity, and I got to be on like a production, so I'm not complaining. But, you know, almost 10 years later, hindsight is certainly something, that's for sure. Camel Up wasn't even that Egypt themed. Yeah, I don't really understand. I guess like the games that we were playing, like the set, I don't know. And it wasn't like it was like Barry and Susie were the ones like deciding what the set looked like. It was like the Maker Studios team, who are all lovely people. but it's definitely like a, you know, you live and you learn. Maybe we don't do that again. Did you say live and learn? Did you just say hanging on the edge of tomorrow? I forget about how infrequent the music in this game is. God, I'm like used to fucking Genshin controls right now. Ugh. Okay. I'm just gonna turn all the music off and then play my own. For love, I kill for love, I kill for love. Perfect Celebrity is still my favorite song of the new stuff. I think Abracadabra will be my favorite overall. Just because, like, what a moment. Perfect Celebrity is probably my number 2. Garden of Eden, I really liked that song, but I think that's the one I've been listening to the most to lately. It's so good. It's so catchy. That might be my number 3. It was Zombie Boy, but I think Garden of Eden edged it out. I could not believe that people... Killa is like a grower for some people. Like, how did you not just like it from the jump? Like, that's crazy to me. I did. Shadow of a Man is so good. Ugh. It's literally, it's such a good album. It's so fucking cool. I listened to her on Las Culturistas today. I haven't finished it. I have like 20 minutes left. But I love it. I love hearing her talk about it. Not liking Killa is a bit embarrassing. Exactly. I don't like Killa. Sorry, I know that's a hot take. Well, you can always fix that for yourself. It's just, the whole album is so good. So interesting, she was talking about how Bad Do You Want Me? I think How Bad Do You Want Me is probably one of my least favorite tracks on the album. I still really like it. Like, that's saying something because this album is full of masterpieces. But she was saying how, like, she wasn't even sure if she was going to put it on the album. But I think it's performing because it's, like, it feels, like, so radio-friendly pop that, like, it's not surprising to me that it's doing, like, it's charting really well compared to the other songs. But, yeah, she explained, she was like, when something's, like, so overly pop, she almost doesn't want to put it out. And then she was like, I felt the same way about Just Dance, and I'm so glad I didn't listen to myself and I put it out. But yeah, I've liked it more the way she's talked about it, for sure. Like, explained it. And how, like, she views herself as, like, she sees herself as this bad girl who, like, has to be a good girl in order to be palpable. So she's like, it sounds like she's singing about 3 people, but she's really singing about two sides of herself. And it's a lot more nuanced than the lyrics and production make it seem. And that definitely made me like it more, for sure. It does sound like a fucking Taylor Swift song, though. That I will never deny. It's so like, it's very her nachos a little bit. Shiny, please. Overall, the album is very, very major. Yeah, it's just so good. Like, I haven't wanted to listen to other music, but when I do, I'm like, ugh, I should be listening to Mayhem right now. Like, I could be listening to Mayhem right now, though. So then I just put on something else. And by something else, I mean Mayhem. Up to take it to the Garden of Eden. Like, I just love it. That song sounds so classic Gaga to me. It's so cool. Oh yeah, I did listen to The Giver yesterday. I'm not a big country music person in general. Like, I tend to just not really vibe with, like, even, like, the common instruments used in them. Very much, like, I'm just kind of like, okay. I'm definitely, like, I definitely lean more towards, like, electronic type music, for sure. But, that being said, I really liked it. I just love Chapel. Hi, Pikachu. I just think she's so fucking cool. It's such a good song. I haven't listened to it more than once, though. I listened to it in the car with Dallas and Hannah yesterday. So I gotta put it on again. Give it a few more listens. Does she get the job done? Crack is back. Butt crack is back. I'm excited to see what Chapel's next album is like. Because she kind of is very Gaga in the way that, like, she kind of can do any genre and do it well. I feel. She's just cool as fuck. I really like her. There might be a Doechii feature on her next album. Ooh, that's cool. I really like that Anxiety song. I know it's been very mixed for a lot of people, apparently. Not in my fucking circles. I need to get more into Doechii. Every song I've heard from her I have liked, but I've only heard like maybe 5 or 6. Have you listened to MPH by her? Is that miles per hour? Honestly, I wouldn't know based off the name, really. Let me see what I have from Doechii. Yeah, I don't know if I have. Which one is the music video where they're like in like a brutalist, almost like a car garage looking, like a parking structure? What's that one? I saw that music video. We did a gay people music video night and I loved it. I have Denial's a River, Yucky Blucky, Fruitcake, Alter Ego, and Anxiety saved to my Spotify. There's a bunch of like background dancers and stuff in that Dochi video. And I think some of them are like borderline naked, I want to say. I'm trying to... It's been like weeks since I've seen it, so I don't really remember the whole thing. Is she the reason why I'm seeing the phrase "denial is a river" in every Reddit and YouTube comment section? Probably, yeah. That's the one where, her, like, ex-boyfriend or husband or something, probably boyfriend, was gay. Yeah, is it a reference to Wendy? Because that's what I always think of. Hi, Happening. Shiny Happiny looks really good in this game. It's like actually a different color compared to like Pokemon Go, where it looks exactly the same. It's like actually a little purple. It's great. Have you heard her song with Tyler? No, I have not. Glad Wendy's doing good. Yeah. She really seems to be on the up and up right now. Apparently there is like an investigation happening now into the conservatorship on her, which is really good. I'm like very happy that like it's a double-edged sword, because like obviously I'm very happy that like her condition was not remotely as intense as the conservatorship was like making it out to be. Because like how heartbreaking, right? But so I'm glad that like it was all like allegedly it was all like a facade that they were concocting, potentially through like feeding her more alcohol or other medications that she shouldn't have taken. But at the same time, it's like how devastating that she had to go through that, right? But like from the jump, I clocked that shit. You can check the VODs. I was like, they're doing exactly what they did to Britney, having her on a ton of different drugs that she doesn't need to be on, to give the illusion that she is mentally unstable. And I really hope that she's able to like completely bounce back from the shit that they did to her, because that will change you forever no matter what. But it's just really scary. But like I clocked that shit, and even Dallas was like, I think you're crazy, like she's sick. I'm like, I just don't believe it. Like it's not a matter of like it's not like a stages of grief, like denial, like I'm bartering with God. Like I'm like, it just seems incredibly suspicious to me. It's like if you followed the Free Britney case at all, it's like play for play the exact same shit. And like when the conservatorship first started, she was incredibly lucid still, and like on social media and like going on the news back in like 2020, 2021, and like talking about this. She's like, they have my money, like they're stealing from me. And then it was after she did all that that her condition accelerated so dramatically, and it just was like, that just doesn't feel correct. It just does not feel like real at all. It feels like she was saying too much, and they controlled her via like substances. Like it's just horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Hey. It's very tragic. But yeah, there's a video of her just the other day. She was able to walk herself. And like climb into an ambulance herself. She was like having rapport with the paramedics and like conversational. She seems to be doing pretty well. I think she was supposed to be on The View today. I don't know if that actually happened. It might have had to not happen today, but it's gonna be a phone interview, I think. But oh, it happened today. She did do it. I didn't see anything about it, so I wasn't sure if it still happened. I kind of want to watch it. Did they put it on YouTube? $11 ago. Yeah, it's 5 minutes. I'll watch it. Can you believe Joy Behar is in her 80s? I had no idea. I literally thought she was like 62. I was gagged. Because Trish said Joy Behar is like 80 something. I thought she was like making a joke, and then I actually. Very interesting. I'm curious to see what happens. I know that they're challenging it. They're challenging the guardianship entirely. Damn. Wild. Fucking wild, dude. She sounded great on the phone. She sounded really good. And I'm kind of glad that she did that, because I know that they did one with... She did an interview with TMZ, but it was not live, and The View is live. So, like, there was still a part of me that was like, well, what if they're, like, cutting her together to seem... There was a little part of me that's like, what if they are, like, editing her to seem more quick than she is for the sake of, like, their argument with, like, TMZ's documentary, right? But seeing her on something live like that, just able to have like conversations, get interrupted, but not like lose her place. Like, it's so obvious that she is fine to me. Yeah. And I have to imagine that if there is any like sort of stuttering or like pauses, she's thinking very carefully about what she can say, because at the end of the day, it is a legal dispute. So she has to be very careful about what she says, because her opposition, her guardian, will use that against her. So when you take that into consideration as well, any sort of like stuttering or pauses to gather her thoughts make complete sense to me. I mean, I'm fucking doing that just talking every day on my stream. Because, like, I remember I saw a bunch of people saying, like, well, she's still, like, it sounds like she's having trouble, like, gathering what she wants to say. And I'm like, I don't know. That, to me, like, it doesn't really concern me too much. But yeah, it's very scary. Exactly, she's just thinking. And again, like, she's in the middle, it's a legal case. So she has to be very careful about what she says, especially... like if she is, you know, approached by paparazzi on the street. It's very different than like she. I doubt she has her lawyer vetting what she should say beforehand. I don't even know if she has one. Like who her representation is. Also, her temper. Those videos when she wasn't doing well. Yeah. So there was a documentary that came out like last year that it really painted Wendy's condition in a really different light, and to me, it just seemed like they were... You know, Wendy has openly talked about how she struggles with substance abuse addiction. Especially in the wake of, like, her husband cheating on her and having a baby with another woman and all that shit. And so, to me, it just seemed like they were feeding an addict.
I'm very honored to be in the presence of so many locals.
Getting her riled up, feeding her a substance that she has a history of abusing and using that and being like, oh, she's mentally ill. It just felt very like they were painting a narrative to me. Marcine, thank you for the raid. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's fucking weird. It's really fucking weird. Let's go home. Reset. I don't want to move on from this area until I found a shiny. But there is a part of me that's like, well, what if I get the swamps too? But I think I'm going to stick with doing laps until I find something. Treating it almost like a badge quest. Like, I can't move on until I find a shiny. I can't fight the totem Pokemon until I find something. Hello, Ruby. She opened the door. It's so ridiculous that she knows how to do that. It's so fucking bizarre. Hi. Hi, puppies. Hi, doggies. Hi. That tail is going. She is happy. Nice sock, Ruby. Where'd you get it? Mine. Hi, Soda Boy. Hello, Soda Boy. Scoop. Scoop you up. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello, little worm. I love you. I love you, little man. You're so cute. Jumped on her. Thank you for the resub for 6 months in advance, Marcine. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for playing my game. I'm gonna do that at the end of my game someday. I'm gonna have Ghosty. But he's gonna say it exactly like that, and everybody's gonna be like, why the fuck is he talking like Mario? Thank you so much for playing in my game. I want to meet Lady Gaga and give her Undertale. Which is only $1 right now on Steam. Undyne is mayhem. For real. Oh my god. The baby one. So cute. What I got from all that is how scary it is that people can have their rights taken away for being mentally ill. Yes! Yes! Absolutely. Also, another issue that we have in this country is how often, like, the people who respond to, like, mentally ill people in public are the police, who are not qualified remotely to be handling that situation. I was listening to Mayhem on repeat. I regret not coming to the live reaction stream, but I had to sleep for work. That's okay. If you missed the Mayhem stream, you can watch it here on Google Drive. If it gets to a point where too many people have viewed the Google Drive, I'll re-upload it and there'll be a new link or something. But yeah, I thought about putting it on like a dummy YouTube channel, but I fear that it would get like blocked for copyright and like you couldn't even watch it. Like, it's one thing if I can't monetize it, but like if it just gets blocked from being viewed in general, I'd be annoyed. So I was rewatching my reaction yesterday. I was rewatching my reaction to some songs, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't look at my stupid expressions. I was getting so self-conscious. But I'm glad that people who are not me lived. That's always a plus, but I can't. I don't live for myself sometimes. Usually I do. Usually I do, actually. I do like to rewatch myself, but I don't know. I felt awkward rewatching it. Maybe because I could hear myself breathing. Posted on TikTok in 20 parts. I thought it would make some good TikTok material, but I cannot bring myself to rewatch it in order to make those videos. So heard an ad on the radio the other day that was selling home security systems to parents of disabled people. I've never heard something so awful. What? That's so interesting. Like, I don't even understand like what that would be used for. Like, why? I don't know. I don't want to get into it. That sounds too heavy, and I'm not equipped for that conversation. But yeah. I was more watching the chat. Yeah. The chat was very funny. Wormadam. Worma? I should fight this to get some experience, because my Pokemon are weak as fuck. When you did the TikTok point. New meme pack for you. Some of those GIFs needed more movement. Yeah. I hate when a GIF is cut too short. Pokemon, I think, they tweeted a GIF of Totodile. It's from the ZA trailer. And it was Totodile sitting at that table eating with its trainer. And that GIF was so fucking abrupt and short. Like, it was giving me a headache watching it. I need to show it. Because I was like, this sucks. This is a terrible GIF. Like, just post a still. If you don't have enough actual frames in the trailer to make a GIF, post a still, bestie. It'll perform better anyway in the algorithm. It was this sweet. This and a yap. First of all, I don't know what conversations your Totodile's having with you. I hate this GIF. It's such an awful GIF. This sucks ass. Yeah, boomerang it. Like, just do something. It's so horrible. It's making me, yeah, it makes me dizzy. Like, it hurts my head. I remember years ago, Candy Muse tweeted a GIF of herself that was like 2 frames. And I was like, it was so nauseating. I do love the idea of like making a terrible GIF like that with like a sort of like irony to it. Like the joke is that it's such a horribly made GIF, but most of the time that's not the point. They don't know that it's a terrible GIF. Have you talked about Go getting sold? Did that deal actually go through? Because I remember seeing headlines about it, but I don't know if it actually happened yet. It did? It went through? How interesting. So what I need to... I don't know enough about the company that they sold it to, but I heard that... I saw a lot of people who, like, play games from that studio being like, if you thought Niantic was bad, this is, like, super gambling. Like, it's good luck. So... when does the acquisition take place? Has it happened already? Real Donald Trump secured the deal. May? Interesting. You know, Pokemon Go has been a sinking ship for a few years now. And it's crazy because it literally does not have to be that way. It doesn't. Will it ever be 2016 levels? No. But literally all of Pokemon Go's like dwindling profits and dwindling player base is entirely Niantic's fault. It's entirely Niantic's fault. Yeah, it still makes so much money by being absolute fucking dog shit. Could you imagine how much more money they would make if they actually did good things with that game? Real Donald Trump is his actual Twitter name, yeah. It's his personal. But yeah. Niantic themselves have never... It's so fascinating when you like really dig into like their philosophies. They don't see themselves as game developers. They see them... They're so like hung up on like augmented reality, which is fucking weird to me. Because one, who the fuck actually likes that shit? So they're so like hard pressed to like integrate that into all their games. But when you think about it from a more sinister standpoint, it's because they want the data. They want to sell the data that they get by you scanning your fucking surroundings and sending them data for what your street looks like. Like, that's why they fucking want it. They don't actually care about, like, the magic of seeing Pokemon in real life. No. They want you to scan your room so they can fucking see what products you have to sell you more shit. They could sell it to advertisers. They love to be like, we've never sold data. Bitch. And I've never fucking sucked a dick. Like, are you kidding me? Are you fucking really trying to bold-face say that to us? Then why do you have sponsored Pokestops? The whole point of Pokemon Go is to track players' movements and then sell their habits to advertisers. That's the whole point of the game, actually. The fact that it's a Pokemon game is like a cute little like way of delivering or of acquiring that information. That's the vehicle. And like at this point, I don't give a shit. Like whatever. Work. Like but like don't lie. Cuz that just makes it even more evil. I can't wait until Kingdom Hearts does this to me in Missing Link. Sell your data. Xehanort wants your data. I don't fucking know if he's in that game, and I don't want to know. But yeah, Niantic is just such a fucking dog shit company with horrible ethics. And from what I've seen on websites where people review their former employers, they don't exactly treat their employees very well either. So that's fun too. But they have zero fucking respect for their player base. And again, as I say this with every fucking game I ever critique, my fucking opinions do not... I'm not talking about the underpaid graphics developer who isn't given enough money to care or time to playtest the things that they're making. My issues are always go back to the CEOs. People like John Hankey and all the other fucking bullshit losers that run that shit. The kind of straw that broke the camel's back for me was when Niantic, like, removed accessibility features for no fucking reason other than to, like, stick to their weird, like, indignant idea of what they think Pokemon Go should be. Like, so during COVID, they made a bunch of changes to the game in order to make their game remotely playable during quarantine. So they added the ability for, like, the incense to spawn Pokemon without having to be walking. And then they also increased the distance that you can interact with, like, Pokestops and gyms. And the intended effect of that was to make it so people could play Pokemon Go while also quarantining and social distancing during COVID. So the whole point was to make them money, despite their game basically being rendered obsolete because of quarantine, right? But the way that benefited players was it allowed them to, like, get more from the things that they were buying. Incense was actually really great. You could get Pokemon even if you're stationary. So it was like you had more opportunities to use it. You could use it at home. You could use it on a treadmill. You could use it at a restaurant, right? Then, an even better bonus effect to that was it completely opened up disabled people to being able to actually play the game. People who literally can't leave their house for a variety of medical reasons can now actually use most of the features of that game. People who use a wheelchair but can't get to their local Pokemon gym because it's up a giant flight of stairs no longer have to fucking get up that incline to get to the gym because they can reach it from the bottom of the hill because they increased the radius you can interact with things. And then, so these features were beloved by their player base. I can't imagine it decreased their profits in any way because it only made the items themselves even more of a beneficial purchase to make, right? And it was just, like, beloved by a huge demographic of their audience, their disabled player base, that they actually could, like, get to play more features of their game, right? And Niantic was like, we are removing all of those features. And we hear you, and we don't care. Because it was a huge backlash on social media being like, please reconsider removing these quality of life features because it really makes disabled players actually able to play your game, and it, like, brings people a lot of joy. And they literally were like, we hear you and we don't care. Like, they said it in a very PR way, but that was basically what they said. They were like, we hear you, but we are not going back on our changes. So, and it was, like, so clear, like, oh, they don't actually care that people are finding new people are actually able to play their game for the first time. They care more about, they don't want people being able to play stationary. They want people to have to go to the fucking McDonald's that they couldn't reach before and actually interact with it, or the Starbucks or whatever it was at the time, the sponsored Pokestops. They're not getting enough map data that they can sell from people playing it from home. So now they're now going back on their quality of life features and forcing you to have to leave the house again. And like in a perfect world, like people wouldn't have to fucking have to readjust the limitations that they have to play a game. But unfortunately, that's just not how the world works. People have a variety of disabilities, and why the fuck do they have to, like, break their fucking neck to play your fucking game? When it's the toggle of a switch for you to make it so they can actually enjoy your product. And you just don't care about that? Like, it's so fucking annoying and horrible. And, like, yes, Pokemon Go, it's called Pokemon Go. I understand that it's designed with exploring and walking around in mind. But that is just not the reality for some people. And they're Pokemon fans, too. They should be able to play the game. They should. Like, it's like, you know what? Yeah, it's called Pokemon Go. And it's designed for, like, exploring and walking around. But that's just not the reality for some people. And you made it so it could be played by them and then took it away. And when they outcried about that, you literally just didn't give a shit. Because at the end of the day, your profits of, like, selling data to advertisers, tracking players' movement from, like, walking around a city is more important to you. Your bottom line is more important to you than, like, being an ethical game developer. And that shit pissed me off. Combined with the fact that, like, their actual events continue to just be dog shit and get more expensive every single time. The game is still littered with bugs at every fucking turning point. Constantly, you pay for something and then the game glitches and you lose the money that you spent on it. And every time there's literally, if you, like, go to Twitter and go to, like, Niantic support and you, like, search any tweets from them being like, we regret, it's literally every event that they do. They'll do a raid event. Ooh, we're adding shiny Ponyta to the game. Random example. Obvious. But it's like, new event, we're adding shiny Ponyta to the game, challenge raids to try to get a chance at getting shiny Ponyta. Like fucking clockwork. 12 hours later, we regret to inform our players that for the first 16 hours of the event, shiny Ponyta was not enabled in the game. We are so sorry, and we would like to offer 30 Ultra Balls in compensation. Like, your whole event was based around trying to get this fucking shiny Pokemon, and you fucking every time forget to turn it on. Every fucking time you forget to turn on the only thing that is interesting about your fucking event. Every time? How ever? It's like on a weekly basis for the last 5 years. It's crazy. It's so actually fucking insane to continue to do that every time. But they get away with it because the Pokemon IP is just that strong. It's so fucking crazy to me. I remember seeing a tweet that was like, if fucking Sonic, if Sonic Team and Sega pulled half the shit that, like, Niantic does, it literally would kill the brand. It's crazy. And it sucks because Pokemon Go, I truly loved that game. Pokemon Go was so important to me when I was depressed because it would get me out of the house. And I feel like unless you are depressed, if have ever been depressed in your life, you don't understand how fucking like insane of an ask it is to leave your bed. Like it, so like the like to get exercise, to get sunlight, to like function in society. Like it's so fucking hard. So like having a game that like was prioritizing like me going for a walk in order to enjoy it was like so beneficial to me. It was how Dallas and I bonded when we first started dating. We'd go out and we'd play Pokemon Go, and that was like our dates. We would like talk for hours, and we would like explore his Manhattan together, or like if I visited him in Florida, we would explore his areas and stuff like that. It was like so like a bonding experience for him and I, and like they just fucking destroyed this game because Niantic sucks so bad as a company. So I can't imagine it's gonna get any better with this new developer based on what I've heard about their business practices, but like will it get any worse? I don't know, because Niantic just fucking sucks so bad. And like it's just so crazy to me that like it's just so crazy because like this game, there is such a fun aspect to it. Like it is fun to explore and find Pokemon and like get to walk with people and talk. I used to love going to community days. I used to, every month I would visit my friend Allie in New Jersey, and we would go with her and like 10 of her fucking friends, and we'd go to this lake and we'd play Pokemon Go community days, and we would be there with like 500 other people, and it was just so fucking cool to like be around other people enjoying the same game as you and hearing people be like, oh my god, I found a shiny, oh my god, like it's so fun. And like that is such a cool aspect of this game. And like, but the people who make it, Niantic, are such absolute fucking dog shit, grifter, evil bitches that they just ruined everything good about this fucking game. I saw someone say it's not really new player friendly anymore. I wouldn't know because I mean, I'm not a new player, but it's very microtransaction and like grind focus now. Where like because they just like they keep adding, like they add Mega Evolution and Dynamax, and it's just like more shit to catch the same fucking Pokemon you own like 30 of. That now you have in order to get a Charmander that does this, you have to fight a raid for that Charmander, and it's just like. And there's like Mega Evolution was probably, and it still is, like the most botched addition to that game ever, because it costs like hundreds of candy and like mega energy to mega evolve a Pokemon, which costs money to do raids to get the energy, and then it only lasts for like 12 hours. So it's like it's such like a, why the fuck would anyone do this ever? Has Nintendo or Game Freak said anything yet? I don't think so. I think Pokemon in general, Pokemon Company is very like hands off. Well, first of all, Pokemon Company does not really like ever address anything. Like when Scarlet and Violet was getting dragged for being garbage, it was Nintendo of America who had to do the PR, not Pokemon Company for it. But with Niantic, like Pokemon Company is very like hands off with Pokemon Go. Like everything Pokemon Go like is, yes, it's like Pokemon, but it's like Niantic is like licensing the IP from them almost. Like it's like Nickelodeon if there was like a SpongeBob soap that burned people, it wouldn't be Nickelodeon who like made the apology. It'd be like fucking Bath and Body Works. Like whoever puts that, like that's the level of like detachment they have. Like yes, it's like a Pokemon branded game and they do promote it in like Pokemon Presents and stuff, but like Niantic handles all of it, and I don't think they give a fuck because it just makes them so much money, so they don't care. They're like, yeah, like people on Twitter are mad, but like people who don't have Twitter are still paying for raid passes and shit. They don't care. So I don't think they, like, Game Freak doesn't have anything to do with Pokemon Go, so they'll never say anything. But Game Freak also doesn't really have like public PR in general. They're very like private, and they don't really talk on public. Like I don't even know if Masuda tweets anymore. I want to check the Monkey Island so bad for Infernape, but I can't reach it yet. Masuda, kind of the Wizard of Oz. That's an even more layered joke than I think you even realized as you typed that random ass shit that came to you and then immediately hit your keyboard. Now, why do you assume she doesn't know the layers? Because she just says shit. I do have a lot of respect for Masuda, but I just think that his like vision for what Pokemon is pretty out of touch for from what the vast majority of fans want it to be. And I think his decisions as far as like what the franchise should be like are only hurting the end result of the franchise in general. But at the end of the day, the biggest problem that Pokemon faces is Pokemon Company itself. Because they're the ones that are like, meet this deadline, pump out this game, new generation, we need to make cards for it and plushies, so you have to have it by this day. Like it. I do like the idea though that Gen 5 was his opus and it was so hated by the mass audience at the time for the stupidest fucking reasons that he is vindictively causing the series to be shit in order to make the people who complain suffer. As much as I do not believe that is real remotely, but it is funny to me to think about. I saw him in person, he shook my hand. Yeah, like I think he's like a really nice guy. Like, I have a lot of respect for him even if I don't agree with his viewpoints on the product. Like I still think he's a really like he has done more for Pokemon, more good for Pokemon than negative. That's for sure. But unfortunately, you know, I think that the series is in a weird place the last decade really, and he's the one in charge of it for the most part. So his ass can't read the Grimoire. Bro thinks he's part of the team, but he can't even read the Grimoire. I can't wait for Wicked Part 2. I really was like so invested in the lore of Oz because of that movie. It made me want to read the books, but then I heard that don't. So I didn't. Would you want to live in Oz? Probably not. Because it sounds like it fucking sucks. For anyone that isn't like an Emerald City elite. So, basically it's just the same as here. Isn't Elphaba's pussy in the book like purple? That's like the one detail of the book that like I've heard on social media when people are like, the book is wild. And I'm like, how wild? And then they say that. And I'm like, okay. I do want to read the Hunger Games books because I really want to watch the Haymitch movie. Now, why purple? I think it's because it's like to subvert the expectation that it would be green. Literally, that's it. No, her hair has a purple sheen. Oh. Oh, so are they saying, like, oh, her pubes are purple? That's so gross. Baby Elphaba does bite off a woman's finger 1 minute after being born. That's so weird. Why? Hello, David. Good morning. Baby Elphaba, Baby Glinda. Series. Little Ellen. Little Elphaba. I'm surprised they haven't done more with the baby actresses, because the baby Nessa Rose was doing like red carpet interviews. The company that bought Pokemon Go made an Ellen dice game. What? Oh my god. I gotta play that. What the fuck? Her parents don't even really care that she's green. They're like, how can we get her to not kill us with her teeth? That's so weird. That's one thing that I hope that they get rid of in ZA. If I'm being targeted by a Pokemon, I should still be able to fucking fly away. I hate that shit, that I can't leave. We did get the Blood Moon. I took a picture, but it literally looks like a fucking 1,000-degree ping pong ball. Like, it doesn't even look like the moon. But yeah, I went outside to look at it. It was really small, which is weird because like I didn't know it was gonna like get further away like that. Because I saw it earlier that day and it was huge. And then I went outside, I was like, what the fuck? Why did it move back? Come closer, girl. Was it lower to the horizon? Was it bigger? Yeah, probably. Did you put on your eclipse glasses? No. There's a poppy seed in my fucking mouth. Which is weird. Because I had an everything bagel like 4 days ago. I brushed my teeth. Maybe it's just like a piece of crumb. It looks like a poppy seed. It was probably stuck in my fucking tonsil or something gross. I fucking hate poppy seeds. Every time they don't have a sesame bagel at Dunkin' and I get everything, I then remember how much I fucking hate them. They don't fucking taste like anything. They just get stuck in your teeth and like fucking fall off the food that you're eating. By the time you're actually eating it, they're all on the ground. I love a sesame seed. Love a sesame seed. Poppy seeds fucking suck. I don't think so, honey. Poppy seeds. Can my dog shut the fuck up, please? I had sesame oil. I made a sauce with sesame oil the other day, like 3 weeks ago. I was not prepared for how nutty it was. I kind of hated it. I probably used too much. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be like spicy. It was like a nauseating smell. Sesame oil is so gross. Yeah, I probably used way too much. Because I was like, this is disgusting. I had to can a recipe the other day because of it. Yeah, I definitely used way too much. Oh my god. In or out? Pick one. I love my dogs, but my god. They fucking annoying. Where did you get a toy? He's munching on a bone. I don't even know where he got that. He probably brought it in with him. Who want to go to the Garden of Eden tonight? Ooh. Take me. I swear I'm not sick. What the fuck? Got like a hair in my throat or something. Big facial hair does not prepare you for the amount of times a hair from your mustache will get into your mouth. That's for sure. I'm still keeping it, but like, oh my god. Like twice a week. Ugh. What the fuck did I breathe in? Did y'all know children are huffing balloons? Where are they getting the helium? I thought there was a helium shortage. I was always a little too afraid. I definitely did it, but I didn't do it to the point. Could you actually get high from like huffing a fucking Sharpie in school? Because I knew kids that would do it, and they would just be like, "Oh, I'm high." And I was like, I don't feel anything, but I'm terrified of doing it too much because I don't want to destroy my brain cells. But I feel like it's like kids just saying shit. That episode of Bob's Burgers where they drink the margarita mix. Oh, but you could shove one up your ass. Well, that's different. Give me a shiny. Sometimes I wonder why Pokémon Company doesn't want to work with me. Like what streamers and stuff that they choose to work with over me. And then I'm like, well, maybe it's because I just spent the last hour and a half fucking shitting on Pokemon Go and like Scarlet and Violet and shit like that. But at the same time, I don't necessarily even know if I want that kind of attention from a brand. I kind of like the feeling of being able to like I've never been told that I can't say something, like when I got review copies from Nintendo. Like, they never told me, hey, don't say this in your review. Like, they let me say whatever I wanted. But I always did feel like if I didn't like a game that they sent me, I just wouldn't talk about it instead of giving it like a negative review. Now list all the ones you didn't like. It's not that I didn't like it, but I remember they sent me Puzzle and Dragons Mario. Like, it was like just this random puzzle game. And they sent it to me, and then like 2 weeks later, they were like, are you gonna review it? And I'm like, no. No. I'm not going to make a fucking video about this. What is there to say that can't be just said in a tweet? Like, I don't know what the fuck. Aw, was it too hard for you? Yeah, it was really hard. It was actually a cute game. But I just didn't care. Why did your trainer sound like Link? Because they're like 15 in this game. And they do have like little voice lines when you take damage and shit. Like when I throw... Hup! Hup! It's cute. It's very cute. And yeah, he does sound like Link. It's cool. I personally hate when anything I'm a fan of acknowledges me. Like, please don't observe how I live. It's weird. I go back and forth. I think it only bothers me because I'm gay. Because there is that part of me that's like, is it because I'm gay? I think if I was a straight guy, I don't think it would bother me as much. Because I'd be like, oh, it's because I don't have X number of followers. Or like, I don't know. But like, there's always that thought in the back of my mind of like, is it because I'm gay? Nomura recently said he watches Kingdom Hearts videos, and that literally makes me sick to my fucking stomach. That he's absolutely seen your shit because it's some of the most popular Kingdom Hearts stuff on the internet, probably. That's so funny. I would live, personally. I don't really get that way. I think it depends on what I say. If the creator of Stardew Valley saw my Stardew Valley video about how I talked about how I wanted to fuck Sebastian's emo ass, I think I would be like, why did I say that? But like, I don't know. If fucking Masuda saw one of my Pokemon videos, I don't think I would care that much. How would you feel if Lady Gaga watched your stream? I would die. I would be so happy. I'd be like, oh, I love you. I'm so glad you got to see me loving you. I think Gaga would be a wetsy down. For sure. Gaga is at 3 million channel points. I love that a lot of the outlets Gaga has like done interviews with for the Mayhem era have been like with fans of her music, because the type of conversations that they have been so much more fulfilling than like someone who like is just asking her fucking questions. Like Like the Little Monster press conference, they're literally like, "What did you whisper to Ariana Grande in this performance in 2020?" And she's fully like, "I don't know." I'm so sorry, I don't know. Like, it's so funny. It's so much more fulfilling to like watch them. Her being addicted to TikTok, she reposts everything. I know! She is always reposting and commenting things. It's made me want to post some of my reactions to Mayhem to see if she would see them. Because I would love to get a little comment from her. Get some acknowledgement from Mother. That video of her dancing with fans and she's like recording the fans like she's like herself like, I want to capture this is so cute, and then she commented later she forgot to press record. I'm like, God, it's so funny. She's my favorite person ever. I really want to rewatch 5'2". I remember seeing her apartment in that movie in New York. And of course she's like crying because she's in so much pain, and my stupid ass is like, oh, what a beautiful view. Because it was a beautiful apartment. Her having a simple black case. Her phone case? Yeah. I think it's so funny. Really, Ruby? I think it's so funny how laid back and like kind of quiet she is as like as a person in like her interviews. Like she's very, very calm, and it's so funny that like the way she like expresses like really intense emotions is like via music. Because like in any interview she's like, yeah, totally, yeah, wow. It kills me. I love it. She's just so awesome. There's something about like whenever I'm like doing a deep dive into like Gaga stuff, or like when I watch like the Little Monster press conference, it like almost makes me somber in a way, because I'm like mourning the level of gay I could have been like earlier in my life. Like hearing people be like, I went to the art rave, like just I went to the Born This Way ball, and I'm like, I wish I was gayer younger. But I had to fucking lock that shit away for like 7 years. To protect myself. And it sucks. It sucks so much. I either have like a nose hair sticking out, or I have a mustache hair curled upwards that is tickling me. And it's driving me fucking nuts. Born This Way ball was so great. I underage drank and ate wings afterwards. I think you need to go to the Mayhem ball to heal. No, like actually, I kind of want to go like twice. Like so fucking bad. I want to go so bad. I will go. Like I'm gonna make it happen. I will be getting tickets no matter what. I have the financial income now that I could justify buying a ticket. My dream would be like Pit, because I want to be close and see her relatively close, but I have a feeling I'll be pretty far away. Because I would want to go with friends for sure. Like, obviously, like, I have to consider my own ticket and then Dallas's. So there's that. But then I would also, like, want to make sure I'm getting something where I could be with my friends and, like, sing with them and dance with them. And it's like, well, I'd have to think about their budget as well. What the fuck? What happened to the camera? That was so weird. There are people being loud as fuck in the hallway, and it's pissing the dogs off. Her show in Mexico selling out in 10 minutes, terrifying. I know, that's why I'm like, I literally need to like, I need to know like a week in advance before these tickets go on sale, so I can be in the queue. Like, I need to go to this. I've never needed to go to something more in my whole fucking life. To the mountain. I don't know if I've been up here yet. I don't think I have on this run. It's hard to remember. Because I usually have a system, and I'm usually flying. But since I'm on the ground right now, on Weird Deer, by the time I get to a certain location, it took so long to get there, I kind of forget what I've seen. One of the dogs wants it. I hear them scratching my door. It's probably Soda, because I feel like if it was Ruby, she would just open it. I'm afraid my shiny, when I do get one, is gonna be an alpha, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass to catch it. Thankfully, if all my Pokemon died, I could just like walk away and then try to keep catching it without battling it. It's not like you white out in this game, I don't think. I remember when I was a teenager, my mom was able to get good tickets for concerts because she had a membership to some fan clubs who got access to tickets before they went on sale. I saw Rascal Flatts second row. I think it was 2008. That's such a random choice. That's so fun. I don't know anything about them. Were they the one that did the song for the Cars movie? Yeah, life is a highway. I'm gonna ride it all night long. I hate that song. I hate that song. I also hate Sweet Home Alabama. I saw a tweet. No, it was a TikTok. And it was they were like, they got Pleakley disguising himself as a man in the Lilo and Stitch live action remake. If you didn't think we were fucked as a culture, this is the sign we are. Disney is always the canary in the coal mine for how fucking unwoke we're about to become. I'm just so, like, I'm so sick of these live-action Disney movies so much. It's just slop. Like, it just feels so, like... Yes, I do know about the trans character removed from the Pixar show, only to be followed up by a openly Christian character, which is crazy. It's crazy. It's so crazy. My ass would see Atlantis or Treasure Planet, but they hate those movies. Yeah. I think what pisses me off so much about when, like, animation companies, like, try to cater to the unwoke crowd is because, like, do you know, it's, like, literally all of these fucking movies and shit, like, so many people in animation are queer. So it's, like, you're literally, like... You're banking on their hard work to make this product and then, like, casting them aside by erasing them from movies and just, like, it's just, it fucking pisses me off so much. It makes me so actually mad. Spring color. I'm tired of cold. I tend to really actually hate, like, Easter colors, like pastels and shit. But I do think a nice, bright, summery blue is very pretty. And it looks like the sky in this game. Can this Weasel fucking chill? I know. I loved when they first showed Weasel and they're like, it's incredibly aggressive. I was like, okay. I kind of want a new Twitch layout. I do love this one. It's so iconic, but I've had the same Twitch layout for 5 years. And I kind of didn't realize it until, like, very recently that I'm like, oh, damn. And it's so good, and I wouldn't get rid of it completely, but I'd love to have options. But I need to, I literally, like, it's literally as easy. Mel's like, just send me a mood board of, like, what you want, but I just haven't gotten around to doing it. I want, like, a Fruitiger Arrow one. Ooh! That reminds me, I have a TikTok I wanted to show and complain about. Jimmy, if you ever want to explore another designer, you're welcome to that. I don't want to. They don't know what I like. The only other person I would consider is Rich, and he doesn't take commissions anymore. He's busy, so. This, I can't imagine that the person who made this, like, aesthetic collage is any older than 14. Because the dates on this are so... What the fuck do you mean? Fruitiger Arrow, 2000s to 2012. Okay, like, I would say to, like, 2010, but okay. Fruitiger Aurora, 2000... First of all, like, the over classifying of things, like, kind of bothers me. Like, oh my god, do we need to have Someone's screaming outside. Do we need to have like a word for everything? I don't know. But anyway. It's like, okay, early 2010s. All right. Frutiger Eco, 2003 to present. What? To present? It is only active right now because people within the last like year have started to be nostalgic for this aesthetic. What do you mean present? Also, 2003 is way too early for this aesthetic. This literally like started with like Windows Vista, which was like 2005 or 6 or something. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Present. Frutiger Metro, 2004 to 2017. What? 2017? What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean 2017? That's so crazy to me. We were not voting in the 20s for Hillary or Trump with this aesthetic everywhere. Like, no. Helvetica Aqua Aero, 2000s to 2012. Okay. Like, again, 2012 is a stretch, but like, okay. 4 colors, 1996 to 2016. What are you talking about? What? It's literally advertising the iPod. What the fuck are you talking? What are you talking about? Dorfic, 2005 to 2016. If everything was still looking like this in 2016, I wouldn't have been calling the suicide hotline. I'll tell you that much. What are you talking about? Why are you putting 2016 in the same picture as a fucking Sony Ericsson phone? What the hell? What the hell are you talking about? Dark Arrow, 2017. What? Vector Flourish. This is like the only one that I'm like, they got the end date right. I feel like, yeah, this is like on its way out by 2013. I can kind of see that. Bright Tertiaries. Yeah, this one seems correct. I would say it's probably started like 2008, ended 2014. The names are killing me though. Techno Zen to present. To present. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Renewable Corporate. What? What are these names? This is stupid as fuck. Anyway. To be fair, there is a Consumer Aesthetics Research Institute that names a lot of these. Jimmy, can you explore websites? Oh, that sounds so fun, Mel. Okay, send me the stuff we were looking at. Because I want to be able to like type like Pokemon and like go to Pokemon website. This type of 2000s eras could be a cool style for your new layout. Yeah, I literally like I was thinking something very... I wanted, like, different styles for a layout. Like, I would love one that's, like, very this inspired. Be part of your... Oh, I'm not showing it. Symphony! Like, I think it would be very fun to have a layout inspired by this, for sure. Or the orange one. I think that'd be cool. Okay, Web Design Museum. It autofilling Drag Race Season 17. What the fuck? Alright, old websites. This is the coolest fucking shit. Mel was showing us on Discord, them just like going to random different old websites. McDonald's 1996. It's like different from the Wayback Machine. It's like its whole point is more to show like graphic design. Let's do 2004. Oh my god. This is their website? This is so weird. What the fuck? This was the era where they were trying to promote McDonald's as like healthy. This must be like post Super Size Me. Yeah. Kim Possible. Oh my god, I have one of the Kim Possible toys. I loved this fucking toy. I would brush her hair, and I remember one day it just was missing. And I think part of me unfortunately thinks my parents were like, he's playing with a doll. Get rid of it. Cause one day it was just I didn't have it anymore. And I didn't realize until way later that I didn't have it. But I fucking loved Kim Possible. I loved this toy. It's her on rollerblades. And she has like doll hair, and I would brush it. 2005. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same like lo-fi, like not colorful. 2006. Yeah, same shit. Wow, McCafe's pretty old. Oh my god. 2010. YouTube. Old YouTube. Oh my god. This is what YouTube looked like when I first started it. I would use it. 2006. Type in Alvin and the Chipmunks versions of songs. – 2007. Trying to see if I recognize any of these like videos on the featured tab. 2008. Gosh. This is so crazy. I like... It's so weird to think about like what YouTube was used for. Like YouTube was like when it was first starting, it was really used as like a tool. Like it was just a place to like post videos to embed on your own website. Oh my god, Circuit City Contest. Oh my god. Ryan Higa. Off the Pill. Oh god. Disney World. Why were they letting him get away with this? What do you mean you posted a video called Disney World to your audience of children? What the fuck, dude? Oh my god, the Shay Carl title? What the fuck, dude? Ew. 2011. 2013. There's something that's like pre-2010 YouTube. There's like such a I can't explain the type of vibe of like the content that was posted on here. It was like a lot of like student films and like just very strange viral videos that like I didn't get any of the humor in them because I was too young. A lot of time lapses. Like, I took a picture of myself every day for 2 years. A lot of those types of videos. What did YouTube look like in 2017? Exactly like it does now, basically. I remember this era of YouTube where it like was like a matte finish on everything. It's so weird. They have any pictures of like old channels? I don't think so. Oh my god, streams. I remember that. You could like, it was like a group chat to just like, you would just submit videos and then you would all like watch, use like, it was literally like a Twitch chat and then like a playlist. And then the people in the group chat would just add videos to the playlist and you just watch videos. I used to do that all the time. We would just like put on like Sonic cutscene compilations and I would just watch them with my internet friends and we would just chat. I remember there was one time I like fell asleep and each YouTuber had like their own like stream channel. And it was like a unique URL. I remember someone came to mine while I was in it and I like had fallen asleep next to my laptop, and when I woke up they added a bunch of porn to the playlist. But yeah, the old YouTube categories. People. Damn, they had a gaming category in 2006? That's crazy. I feel like YouTube didn't care about gaming until like 2016. Ugh, YouTube, broadcast yourself. I remember when that was their tagline. I want to try to find a picture of like the default thumbnail. Or like default profile pic for YouTube. Oh my god, watch YouTube on your phone. Type m.youtube on your fucking flip phone in 2007. That's so crazy. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, there's something so like... Oh my god. Amazing boobs. Just posting boobs. And it's on the fucking homepage. Most viewed today, and it's not even 1 million. The Facebook. Ew. Xbox.com. Wow. Oh my god. The like metal finish on it. This feels like a controller. Yeah, it's a really cool web design. I never had the OG Xbox. Wow. I was thinking last night, I was like, I really want to like be playing more like old systems. I haven't played like retro games on retro hardware in a really long time. I usually opt to just like emulate them on my like Wii U or something like that. But like I really just want like the experience of like playing old school games on my CRT and stuff like that. I really I was thinking last night, I'm like, I love the idea of wanting to play Final Fantasy VII, but I have no interest in actually playing it. Like, I love the idea of like, yeah, I'm playing Final Fantasy VII right now. Like, how cool. No interest in actually doing it. Hello, Ruby. Welcome back. Whoa. Design Graphique 2001. Yeah, this is what's cool about this website, is it just shows you like random fucking shit. Like, I don't know what this is for, but like, look at this website. 2001. This is crazy. This literally looks like Gag City. Like, what the fuck? Theory 7. Like, what is this? A lot of these are like portfolios of web designers. I guess they're a British studio. Pepsi.com. Oh my god. What a putrid design. This is crazy. Holy shit. If you have Shockwave plugin, click here in Times New Roman. Enter. Pepsi World. Oh yeah, that's right. It has videos of what the website looked like. Holy shit, man. This is so crazy. I just find it so fascinating to be like, to be the people designing these websites and like to then put myself back into the headspace of someone like actually browsing these websites and like not like, this is just like, obviously not in 1996. I wasn't born till 97, but like, let's go to like Pokemon. Pokemon.com. 2002. Like, this is just what websites looked like. And like, I didn't think anything of it. Like, it didn't like register to me that like somebody made this, that they wouldn't look like this someday. Like, they just kind of were there. Like, I don't know, it's just so weird to think about. Like, when's the last time you actually went to a website for something? Outside of, like, a shop. Like, when's the last time you actually were like, I'm gonna go to Pokemon.com? Like, you go to Twitter to, like, to find out information about a game. You go to, like, their YouTube channel. You go to Instagram. When before, it's like, if you want information about Pokemon, you go to Pokemon.com. You guys, if we work together, we can dismantle centralized internet. I've seen a lot of people talking about Tumblr recently, because a lot of people have been going to Tumblr as like a rejection of like the current like big internet websites. And they're like, a lot of people don't realize that like the basic Tumblr default layout, you don't have to have that. Like, if you like actually play around in the settings, like you can have like a complete functioning website that just uses Tumblr as its like hosting. It's so interesting. I remember I had a really cool Tumblr layout made by one of my friends that like felt like my own website. It was cool. A lot of Chikorita on this website. Everywhere I fucking look, she's there. As she should be. 1999. Pokemon World, the official Pokemon website. SonicRiders.com. Oh. I can't open. This is cool as fuck. The sound effects. It's using sound effects from the game. Nowadays, if a website is making noise when I'm on it, I want to kill myself. This is so sick. Wow, they even showed the unlockable characters. That's cool. The fact that, like, did anyone ever have a computer growing up that could load this website as smooth as it's loading for this person right now? Because I certainly never did. Especially not before the double digits, like the 2010s. It's so crazy. This is so cool. Like, it just really like, honestly, I think that's what's so cool about games from this era. That, like, the way they promoted them, sometimes, like, it was just as fulfilling to me as, like, having the game myself sometimes. Because there were a lot of times where I, like, didn't get every game that I wanted that came out. So my only experience was, like, going to their website and, like, looking at screenshots and watching cutscenes that they would put on there and stuff.
Jamming the radar signal.
Wow, they had a whole embedded video in 2006 of the opening cutscene. I can't imagine how long that would have taken to fucking load. I want to see if they have Sonic Unleashed. Sonic Unleashed's website I went to all the time. No. Probably on Wayback Machine. Nintendo.com. 2001. Let's go to 1996. Wow. Welcome to Nintendo.com. The skinny on War Gods. Diddy Kong being like, that's so crazy about the 90s. Like, Diddy Kong was like a big fucking name for them. And nowadays they like barely put him in any of the fucking spinoffs. But like back in the day, like Diddy Kong was like a big mascot for them for advertising shit. Isn't that so interesting? The link is not up here. Maybe if you scroll. But like, it's fucking Mario and Diddy Kong. Wow. This is so crazy. Yeah, Star Wars. Like, what the fuck? This is, like, so, like, they're literally, like, it's so interesting to watch the evolution, too, as you go through screenshots, because, like, they go from, like, let's just get the information. Like, the priority is, like, just text on a blank screen. Like, they just in the most simple font possible. Like, it's the whole point is just to get the information to you. And then it becomes, wow, we can actually make this an art form. Just 2 years later, 1998, this is what their fucking website looks like. Web design becomes an art form, not just like a fucking just document that you read. It's so cool. It's so fucking cool. There's something really like, I was one, so I was not looking at this exact fucking Nintendo.com. I probably really wasn't like looking things up on the internet. I would go to like Thomas the Tank Engine's website a lot when I would visit my older cousins who had a desktop computer. But like I really wasn't looking up anything on the internet until like 2004, and even at the earliest, probably more like 2005 or 6. And even then I would get to use the computer like once a month when my mom brought her shitty Windows 98 work laptop home with her from her job. My dad had a computer downstairs, but he was like terrified of us using it and getting him a virus because it was his, like, he worked from home. He had an accounting business, so we were never able to use it for like games or anything. So like I really didn't browse the internet until like 2005 and 6 really, and even then I was like barely using it. It was really like once YouTube came around, that was when I was like spending a lot of time online. But there is just something so, like, there's something weirdly painful emotionally about going through all this stuff. Like, it's so fun and, like, but it's actually kind of killing me. Like, I'm taking chip damage every time I look at something. Like, because it's just like, oh my God, this was almost 30 years ago. Right? Yeah. Horrible. The passage of time is fucking crazy and scary. I've always wanted to play Mega Man Legends. I should do that someday. 2001. Ugh. Like, the Game Boy Advance literally is like the fucking coolest era of Nintendo ever to me. And it's obviously it's because it's the one I like grew up with most, but like, just everything about it, like, it literally is so sick. Like the advertisements they used to do, it was always, that was one thing that I really loved, especially about this era, was it was always like adults were the ones in their commercials, which just made me feel so fucking cool and mature. Like playing, like, there's some, like, I literally, like, going to the park and just sitting there, like, there was a time where I was doing that, where I would like go to Central Park with like my Game Boy Advance and use the sunlight, and I would play like Gen 3 Pokemon in like 2019, and I just was like, the vibe, bro, you are a vibe. Like, I like literally I was like, I am just like the fucking people in the commercials I used to watch. Like, I'm so cool right now playing my Game Boy Advance SP on a park bench. Like, I'm playing my Nintendo DS Lite on the subway in 2019. Like, bro, I am a vibe. Thank you. There's also like a part of me that really longs to be like a 22-year-old in 2003 with my own apartment, like being like a college age person in like 2004 with a GameCube and like roommates, and we're renting a house. Like literally, like I just want to live the life of like Paige and Marco in Degrassi in those later years where they lived in a house and they went to college. Like, if college wasn't going to be like that, I didn't want it. And I knew it wasn't going to be like that, so I didn't want it. Like, it must, like, really, like, getting to experience the GameCube as a kid was so special. But it must have been so cool to, like, experience that in the context of, like, the buildup of graphics to that point. You know what I mean? Yeah, this Mario. Welcome to Nintendo.com. Woohoo! Welcome. (2002) MX Superfly. Pokemon rocks. Wow. Promoting Gen 3 because it's new. That's so crazy. That's so fucking crazy. These Pokemon that are like so... They've been around for so long that they just feel like baked into the fabric of our lives. We're at one point revealed for the first time. Isn't that fucking crazy? Yes, the car is Lugia. Yes. 2006. Need help? This is an ugly website. It's boring. This is cool as fuck. This is boring. 2007. Oh my god. Fertiger Arrow fuckers. There was a part of me that really hated the Wii U, or excuse me, the Wii era. Now I kind of look back on like this like era fondly in terms of its like aesthetic, because there's like a nostalgia to it. But at the time, I remember the Nintendo World store. Like I remember when I found out what it looked like when it was Pokemon Center versus like when they redid it as Nintendo World, and it was just like white and gray versus like colorful. Like I just remember being like so heartbroken by how like I was like, how is Nintendo World not like a fucking theme park? like it is now, but like when Nintendo New York like was opened, I was literally like imagining like Mario fucking swinging from the ceilings, and like the chairs were all warp pipes. And when I got there and it literally was like an Apple store, I was like, what? What? Oh my god, style savvy. Yeah, this era of Nintendo's like branding was pretty boring, I gotta say. This is a pretty boring ass website. This is like, to me, this is what it still fucking looks like. 2016. The same shit. So boring. 2023. The same shit. It looks the same. It looks the fucking same. But also, like, at the same time, it's like, who the fuck is going to Nintendo.com ever? When's the last time you actually went to Nintendo.com for anything? Maybe to like change your password, probably. But like, if you're gonna learn about Mario Wonder, it's from a Nintendo Direct on their YouTube channel, not here. So I don't blame them for like barely investing in what their website looks like. Because like, who's going to this? Who's going to Nintendo.com ever? It's there because it would be stupid to not have one, but like, that's all it's for, really. Netflix in 2002 is crazy. That's so wild. I never used Netflix before it was a streaming service. I think I got Netflix in like 2011. Maybe 12? Mostly because you could not get my fucking father to ever put his credit card into the internet, let alone for a subscription. Even to this day, he does not like, he anytime I like help him buy something on Amazon for Christmas with his card or something so he can use my Prime, he has me turn my computer off after I'm done so it doesn't save his information. I'm like, what the fuck? Nintendo used to have this summer camp forum during this time. It was called Camp Hyrule. It was crazy. That's so cool. I've never heard of that. That's sick. Wow. Netflix.com. $9.99 a month to rent DVDs. It is crazy. A lot of people don't know that Netflix started as a DVD rental service. Oh yeah, oh my god, it's already 10 p.m. I've been streaming for almost 4 hours. What the fuck? Time flies. We're gonna do more of this tomorrow. I'm gonna look at more websites tomorrow, I think. Because this is so fun. Excuse me. I want to like look up more, but I'm like, oh, let's just wait. Because like part of it is also just really, oh, Club Penguin. Part of it is really fun to just like click and just like see these like random ass websites that are like, what are they advertising? Like, what is this? What is this? This is so cool. 2003? What is this promoting at all? I don't know. This is actually not this exact website, but I remember sometimes I would get to go to my aunt's house and use her laptop, which was new and like really fast. And that was when I was like, if I wanted to like make a YouTube video, I would use her laptop because I had Windows Movie Maker. And then eventually she gave me her laptop when it was like old, and then that was how I started making my stop motion animations and stuff. But for a long time I had to either upload directly from my fucking camera to YouTube, which took 12 hours, or I would use One True Media to make like slideshows. Oh my god. But this is taking me back to like, she would show me like Flash animations. I want to try to find. There was this like Flash animation she would always show me. What the fuck is this? What is on YouTube? I wish I remembered what it was called. I remember it took me years to finally find it. And then it finally came up for me. I found it. Yeah, it's called Strindberg and Helium. And I think she would find these because she was the manager of a Barnes and Noble. And she was pretty young. She was like in her 30s. And a lot of her coworkers were like college kids. So they like kept her young. She like knew all the fucking like she was on the cutting edge of like all the music growing up. Like I remember she knew who Gorillaz were, which like to me is like crazy because like my parents only ever listened to like fucking Funky Town and like old like 70s and 80s music, like compilation CDs. But she was like on the cutting edge of like shit. She was always showing me cool new music. But yeah, she would show me like these types of videos, these like Flash animations. I don't understand what this is. I don't know who Strindberg is.
A peculiar thing happened to me this morning, Helium. Just as I reached into my pocket to find it empty of any sow, I saw 2 broken twigs on the ground, shaped like the Greek letters F.
Mind you, I am probably 5 when she's showing me this. And she's like, you'll find it funny. There's a little thing going, Helium!
And S. F. And S, Helium, F. And S. These are the chemical symbols for iron and sulfur. It was a sign, I'm sure, for me to make gold from these 2 elements. I have been working all day over these hellish flames.
Oh my god, this is like a photo of a room that they added characters onto. That's so cool.
My chopped hands have become poisoned. They are black and bleeding. Black as is my need, bleeding as is my heart.
Like, what? The fact that she like was just showing me this shit and I was like, I love it. Helium! It is very Emily Strange. I'm gonna look into like the people who made these. and see what they're working on now.
The agony becomes...
This was probably posted on like Newgrounds or something. Because YouTube definitely did not exist when this was posted. I was shown this as well.
What now? Your boss? Your pie? Yes.
Like, this is such, like, so random humor being made by probably adults at the time.
We like pie.
But I associate this type of humor with, like, middle schooler, like, Invader Zim fans, like, of the 2000s.
Yes. Pie. Pie!
Like, that's it. This is the whole thing. It's so weird. Anyway, yeah, tomorrow we'll just, like, look at more websites and hang out. And, yeah. I don't know if I'll shiny hunt. I'll see. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'm glad I just decided to do that, because that was a fun way to spend an hour. I'm gonna raid Callie. She's amazing. Tell Callie hi. I was gonna try to come up with a raid message, but I don't really have anything to say. Just say hi. Okay, bye. Oh wait, I have to type it. Okay, I get it. I haven't raided someone in a while. Take care, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.